Last time on Ebon Ward, after the fighting was done, the group settled about in their newly acquired fort. Inside, they found numerous materials that might come in handy, including wealth, some material facilities, along with large, strong walls that seemed to keep the sickness at bay. A brief respite behind secure walls done, the group began heading back to their camp, but opted to go the long way around in order to stop by the town of Dazbog further south. All they found was conflict, but they also found a strange cat, but that was of no consequence. So, anyways, an ambush was launched by the very defenders of Dazbog, a group of marshals. With some quick thinking, Lazarus managed to cure one of the mysterious ailments inflicted upon them, and the hostility was replaced by an unsettling emotion, joy. From there, we find ourselves back in the swamps, and I have to immediately posit a question for all of you. What's next? You find yourself outside of a village. It's just hit night, which means it's not quite at the point where you're going to get exhausted yet or you need to sleep. That would come in a couple of hours, but you do have one more movement for the day, and the town is right on the horizon. What would you like to do?
I don't know. Well, I feel like we should probably just get to town, right?
Yeah, like there's no scenario where I'd rather be in a bog than in town.
I mean, do not tempt.
Christian was simply offering us the option to smoke some crack.
Yeah.
Por que no las dos? I can smoke crack when I get to town. I don't have a plug out here.
All right, so then you're going to go straight to town. Just want to double check.
Yeah, because we've also got our friendly little escort.
Yeah.
And like, if things
Two
pop,
of them.
and listen, if things pop off, we can kill everyone, and we'll have another base of operations.
We're collecting those, you know?
Yeah.
Listen, sometimes collectibles in games
Another
are like
page
pages,
from my collection.
are like pages from a book or feathers. In our game, it's towns.
Yeah.
Sometimes, look, when we lost the South base, we're just collecting new places that might be the new South base.
Yeah, it really left a bitterer taste in the mouth of South, and they were just like, man, we need a new base, but now they're overcompensating. They're just, going a little too hard.
Shopping.
Why don't we take the entirety of South then?
Yeah, why don't we just stop being a secret society and become a country?
Yeah.
The Ebon Ward is proud to announce that yes, we are in fact real, and in fact so real, we're in real estate. We are owning all of the South. What, you want it?
We're
Yes.
gentrifying the sick clans. Let's go.
Are we the baddies?
No. No.
course.
No, now let's kill those frogs.
No. They can stay.
We won't kill them. We'll just price them out.
The only thing we're gonna slide.
The queen's surrounded by a whole ass parking lot. Her little pond.
But yes, we're going to town.
Okay, yeah, sure thing.
It's not.
And if you start it with combat, that makes you the bad guy because we're just defending ourselves.
Yeah, exactly. You're right. I'm glad you understand.
Yeah, according to Florida laws, aka the South, all you need to do is scream, "I'm feeling threatened," and you can kill the other person. That's how it works, right?
That's where I live.
Yeah. Brennan can verify. Brennan's got our back. Brennan's a witness too. Anyways, you start heading down, and if I remember correctly, one of the marshals is holding a torch, so the lighting is confirmable there. I don't know if anyone else has any lit things around them right now going on as you kind of progress in, but yeah, they're gonna lead you straight up into the town. You end up passing by a few of these scattered huts. Some of the sick lands around you sort of seems to have been cut down, pushed back a little bit, but you are kind of sludging through this exterior swamp area where it almost seems to be a mix of just like sloshed out water and mud, and then eventually you get to some hard spots of the ground, which still kind of seem a little wet as the rain continues to pour down. But as you kind of make your way forward, the light of the torch still managing to be lit amidst this large amounts of water pouring down on top of you. You find yourself heading up close to Dazbog, and I should have should probably, let's see, let me toggle this. Wait, no, I don't want to. Okay.
No,
Preloading,
no.
that's what I should do. But yeah, as you all step up, you can see very dimly lit some of the huts that are around you as you kind of make your way forward. And the marshal's kind of stepping up. They do a specific like whistle in the means of a bird call. And as he does that, there's a bit of a silence. And the marshal just kind of looks back and is like, huh, that's so curious. Usually about now is the time they'd go ahead and give us a little bit of a whistle back, you know? And
why don't you try it one more time anyways? I want to record it.
oh, nice. Yeah, so you take a second to record the whistle as it comes out a second time. And upon the second whistle, here.
Oh, I'm a scared.
You hear very swiftly the clicking of a mechanism as a large quantity of bolts are just fired off immediately in your direction.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now I'm going to actually have to ask everyone to roll for initiative.
Oh my god, it's immediate.
What did you mean by this?
First, I'm going to figure out what this volley does. But yeah, we're right into it, guys. We're immediately on this shit. So yeah,
you shot me, so I feel that it's only right that you roll my initiative.
Shot me.
yeah, that's fair. Whoa, that's not right. That's not right.
Why does that exist?
What happened? I was looking away. What happened?
Okay, so let me hit you with the initiative here. Hit ya with the initiative. So first off, oh
my god. With my new computer, this is so smooth.
Yeah.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Hey Barrett, maybe we don't record that whistle. That seems to be the shoot them all whistle.
Oh my
you
god,
say that,
there are
though.
so many fucking rolls!
Oh,
So,
What'd I do?
As the
Steal
arrow-
an apple?
stop right there, criminal scum.
You killed the chicken by accident.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna give this a roll first. Let me just try to roll with this one since he's visible. Oh no, actually, it's up there. Okay. So everyone in that circle is gonna take a shot. So
Not you assuming that I'd be walking next to Carthian. I mean, you're right, but still.
Yeah, this is bullshit.
Hey, Cortina gets a +3 on the save.
cool. So
Big fan.
I mean, I'll get a +3 too. If
Yeah,
anything
love it.
happens.
it's the one
You're doing
shot
okay
back.
there, Carthian?
That fucking. Oh, I should do these publicly. That misses. That misses. That fucking
Oh, it's
misses.
this
oh
track,
my
huh?
god.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Oh wow. So the volley comes down low, and it's the last shot. How's this one gonna go?
Oh,
rip. Rip.
something.
Luckily, I guess for you guys,
They
the
suck.
arrows come down as the volley comes down, and the marshal in front of here looks a bit surprised as an arrow pierces down directly on him. And due to his wound count from the last time and the copious amounts of blood, it should be probably very little surprise that the arrow hits him and he just collapses down to the ground. He's done, and the light splashes down with.
I will.
Suddenly, everything's in a wash of dark unless you're Laz.
That's me. I can see shit.
So, because of the way that we're running Barrett's abilities and whatnot, can I burn a scorching ray so that we have light for the rest of this fight? I don't aim it at anyone. It's just I shoot straight up in the air with
Light a tree up.
Scorching ray?
Albeit,
yeah, because
be wary of lights at night.
Okay, yeah. You
Oh,
you basically want to cast light, but with a because you probably have it, right? I don't know.
do I have light as a
Who the fuck
everyone
gets
have
light?
cantrip?
Everybody gets like fucking night vision and shit in 5e.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's why I like
You
playing.
do have a hooded lantern.
Yeah, I do actually have a
Pretty
hooded lantern. So I will throw that son bitch on the front of my gun.
All right.
That's pretty fucking
That's
cool.
pretty cool. Yeah, okay. So that'll
don't
give
see
you a
shit.
light. And oh yeah, don't worry. No one sees shit so far. There's no light. So let me just
I can see some interesting things.
I mean,
And I don't like what I see. I really don't like what I see, guys.
Right. Bam. There you go. The lantern flashes on again as you pass it. Everyone else gets vision who didn't already have it. So, the marshal in front of you kind of he seems surprised, but not really too bothered as he kind of turns around. Oh, looks like they're not being friendly today. All right. He slowly loads the cartridge of his fucking crossbow bolts and he starts aiming it off in a direction.
Are
is
they?
this how they say hello?
Not usually. They must really not like us.
Great.
No, we're going to have to leave Baby Lamb Island.
No.
So I'm going to there are a couple people I have currently unrevealed on the map, but they are counted on the initiative. So I'm going to have them act. So first off, we have one shot coming out at who do you shoot at? Is anyone in range even of you, buddy? Let's
I mean,
see.
probably with the second
Yeah.
increment, but it'd be at disadvantage if they wanted to.
Yeah. No, I think that in this case, it's probably looking at second increment, unless I'll check again just really fast. But yep, second increment. All right. So, all right, let's see.
Oh.
This is going out at
One.
no one. A crossbow bolt flings out, and I will point these out to you guys where they're coming from. You notice a crossbow bolt fling out from this direction, abouts.
Okay.
And then we have a few more coming. I'm
Yeah,
just going to
yeah.
make these rolls in succession.
How deep is this water?
This is pretty shallow water, honestly. Like, you can walk pretty much unopposed on that.
Okay.
Cool.
Let's see. Gonna take that shot. That's 17 against this marshal. He ends up getting hit pretty bad.
Oh.
Let's see. Actually, let's roll damage. Yeah, he'll live. He ends up getting shot into his kind of his leather armor, and it kind of catches against and pierces through a little bit, drawing a little blood, but it doesn't seem to be too deep of a wound. Another shot's coming at you, Barrett. This one's pretty
All right.
close.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. You notice a shot come down from actually right over here. Let me just ping really quick. I think.
Okay.
Yeah, over there.
Well,
In fact, that's inside your range. I think you'll see him. He pops up outside of this. He's kind of like hanging over. He seems to have set up on the roof as he kind of shoots down, and you see a bolt just come at you.
Fucking snipers.
Oof.
Fucking snipers tin. Oof.
Yeah, no. Barrett probably actually drops to one knee from the impact.
Ooh. And the
I-
last
I
shot.
heard he.
And there is another person, but they just moved. So I'm going to say that at this point, we go over to Barrett, and we begin the actual combat. So get going, buddy.
Oh, fuck. Barrett is just gonna. God, I need to find some cover. So,
I mean,
out of curiosity,
Paladin's right here.
have these folks shown any interest in being aggressive?
You took a quick eye at the civilians, and all of them seem to be sitting down. But
Oh.
some of them start to notice you, and you don't really know what they're doing. They're just kind of staring at first.
All right. If that's the case, I will not target them unless they target me, because that feels like a very dick move.
Resident
Killing
Evil
civilians
4.
is a common.
So I think what Barrett will do then is
Break
he's
into
gonna.
this house.
Yeah, it's as far as he can run to, huh? Not great, but we're gonna do it. He's gonna. No, actually, I'm not getting that close. They might have knives.
Don't mind me.
Yeah, I'm just gonna shotgun the dude on the roof.
Okay.
I'm gonna do with a -5 because that's always worked great.
Oh, Barrett.
He speaks the words, and of
Yep.
course.
I get 2
Okay.
shots, so another -5 against him.
Oh, Barrett.
Oh, Barrett, just you fire off, and due to the vantage point, he seems to kind of duck down, and your shots hit against the thatched roof, and you don't seem to get any visible damage on him. There is no visible confirmed hit.
Yeah, but now his supplies are wet.
That's
Yeah.
all right. I will slap on the underbarrel ballista, and I will just. I can't
love that,
do a
man.
-5 on this, so it's a regular shot.
All right. The ballista, however,
Hey.
punches directly through the thatching that was already starting to get damaged. You hear the splintering of wood as the man gets shot for a little bit of damage.
Ooh.
Yeah, just to put in perspective, like what Barrett's, because it does force damage. Barrett like latches this like what looks like an underbarrel for like an M16, like the little grenade launcher, and it's like essentially just these heavy slugs, just kind of volley over.
Govally at your side. A magnificent shot, sir. Fantastic.
Eventually, it was. You might want to get some cover, buddy.
Maybe.
I will.
Says the man out in the open.
I will go
Don't think
here.
about
That's the best cover I got.
Yeah. All right.
All right, that's me.
All right. Cortina, your go too. Here, let me get past these. There we go.
Freaks.
Freights.
All right. I'm going to move so I'm not in volley range.
Good idea.
Big brain Cortina. And then I'm going to cast Fog Cloud
Oh.
at level
Otters.
2.
Ooh.
So that should be 40-foot radius of highly obscured area.
Ooh, that's nice. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Or you cast
So
that.
there's your cover. I'm going to cast it right on me. So right there. And it should
Wow.
it should be 40. So it'll be like double that.
Okay. Here, I
Wow.
can change that right now.
Jesus.
Alright.
Yeah, if that's gonna be double.
There you
Oh
go.
my god. What the fuck?
Pretty cool.
So there's your cover.
kinda crazy. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Hell yeah. That's great.
Oh shit, I can't see again.
All right, cool. Excellent. Then next up it would be you, Parthian. You can't see, by the way.
Yes, I can't see again. Cool. Big fan. Lupescu, smell out that fucker that
I was
shot
gonna
at
say,
us.
follow your nose.
All right, you're giving that. You know what? Sure thing. Lupescu has that keen sense of smell and hearing, so let me give him a wisdom at advantage.
Mm.
Wait,
Come on,
Change that.
dog.
ability check, advantage. Let's go. Go, dog.
No.
I saw the one. You know, actually, exactly where you put him is pretty much correct. I think for that
Cool.
roll. So
All right. We're gonna keep running.
Yeah.
I still can't see shit.
All right. You keep on running, and yeah, you're leaving the edge of the area where you're able to see. But Lupescu is doing pretty fine there. So, yeah. Would you want him to move further up, or do you think you're fine there?
I want to keep moving. I
right.
would ideally like to move until I crash into a fucker with a bow.
All right. Lupescu keeps moving down, and you're back into the dark, but you trust in Lupescu's instincts to bring you towards something.
The audience watches in awe as they can't see shit, Captain.
Oh my god. Cartoon.
A cartoon cloud forms.
Yes. Okay. So, you all are. The area is heavily obscured. Keep in mind that while you're in there, if you're trying to, target outside of that area as well, you'll also suffer that. But you are safe here and have the ability to move. And with that, we move on to another turn. Let's see, where are you? Oh, there you are.
I mean,
Okay,
I don't
let
get
me-
I don't get to do stuff. Or
No, someone moves right before you. Yeah. So,
Those GM rolls, dude. Those GM.
yeah, those GM rolls pretty good, except the ones that weren't. Actually, give me a perception roll, Parthian.
Okay.
I scroll back to the darkness, maybe.
Perception.
Yeah.
Here we go. Normal, advantage, disadvantage. What's the deal?
This is a normal one.
Oh.
Okay. With that in mind, I'm just gonna have another roll go on right now. Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
You don't hear anything.
Cool.
And all right. As you don't hear anything, the
A big
first sound,
monster
a
eats
big
you.
monster eats you and you die. Make no save.
No save.
No save.
And I
Just gone.
cannot tell you why.
Yeah. No.
Gary Gygax would be proud.
Yeah.
You hear a snap and then a bolt fire at you.
It's your leg. Your leg's gone.
It, however, thunks against the metal armor, and upon hearing the sound of the thunk, you hear two more bolts fire off in that general
my
direction in
God.
quick succession.
And
Two
none
misses.
of them hit.
Yeah, both of them also chink against the armor.
I just
And
shield up.
yeah,
I'm like,
shield up. You just
no.
no,
No, you didn't hit
And-
me.
no, I don't get eaten. I don't get eaten. Fuck you.
This game sucks. Flip the board.
He's
So,
winning.
I'm pretty sure there is a mod for table flipping in this fucking.
all right. Laz, now your go.
Okay. I'm gonna move over here, or rather over here. And how tall is the roof?
Oops, sorry.
Oh, the roof. About like 10 feet up, you'd say. You could definitely
Yeah, I
climb
can-
up there.
I'm gonna go over here.
All
I'm
right.
going to kneel down and just get ready to pounce on the motherfucker.
All right. Okay. So you get ready to pounce, and then,
Yeah, I'm
The-
basically holding my attack for
Yeah.
any enemy that steps into the zone.
the martial other next to you kind of crouches down and kind of moves on up, gets up to the very edge, and kind of leans out of the fog, and then takes 3 shots out at the guy on the roof. It's a 1, that's a 2, and that's a 3.
Oh man,
Miss. Oh,
he's just
That
like
hit.
me,
Just like me for real.
Literally me.
brother.
literally me. Oh, Barrett, my grandson.
Mm-mm-mm.
Oh my god.
Okay, yeah, that's 2 good the shots ringing out and managed to connect with him. And we've got 2 more little movements here going on, and then let's see, get up there. And what are you? Who are you? Are you not on the initiative, buddy? That ain't allowed. Get in,
Oh,
get in
no.
there.
But what if
In there.
Barrett misses me again?
I feel so sad. Okay, so yeah, all right. Okay. Alrighty, now we're back up to the top, and I got some moves to do real fast, but we'll be
Something
on
is happening.
something enemy
It's so
activity, Xenos activity. All right, buddy, you're gonna. This is gonna be at disadvantage for you, buddy, but you're gonna try it anyways. I highly doubt that'll translate to anything, though.
Ooh.
Parthian, you hear more.
Oh my god, the double ones!
Oh,
You did dodge a 20 there.
yeah, I dodged a 20, which is very lucky.
Okay,
so,
I'm back.
Welcome back. Yeah, more
that
shots are
crossbow
flying out
explodes,
at you.
right?
Oh no, it jams. Yeah, the third attack didn't even come out. You hear a bolt. You feel it thud up against your armor on your left side, which means you think there are two of them in your general vicinity.
Oh
The Pescu is kind of sniffed out, and you're kind of trying to adjust your eyes. When your turn comes, I'll give you a little bit of dim light.
Ooh.
Next up, okay, oh yeah. So, moving ahead, let's see. Yeah, that's about all it could be right there. Okay. At initiative count 20, some of the citizens start getting up, and they don't seem to be aggressive, but they almost just kind of stand in the marshal's way and just sort of like hover in, and you notice some of them just start walking in that way too. Some just like shuffling over, and they just start standing there. They don't seem to be making contact, but they stop the marshal from kind of maneuvering through, and he just kind of seems to be just covered in bodies just about. And you swear you can hear some of that movement yourself, Carthian, as you hear the shifting of steps across and the slushing of water as people start moving in from the town. And here, Laz, you make me, Barrett and Laz, make me perception rolls.
You got it.
Aye.
Because as you start hearing these sounds, you start trying to listen for where they're coming from.
Add normal.
Okay. All right. So, with that in mind, I think the last there are, yeah. Hey, you know that one guy I was talking about who was on the roof? The moment he takes those bolts, he just fucking dips down and jumps back inside of the building.
Yeah.
And yeah. Okay. Next up, you get some. Okay, yeah, that one. Hey, Cortina. As you kind of establish the fog, you hear some steps approaching rapidly. The crushing of leaves and the swashing of water as an individual bursts out from the side and sort of runs. And let me just make sure that they actually can find you, because they don't really know where you are right now.
But I should know where they are.
You do. In fact, I'm going to make them visible for you because of the blind sight as he steps up there.
Wow. Work.
Yeah. Let's see how his perception goes. Okay. What's your spell save DC?
My spell save
16. Okay, yeah. He ends up kind of just missing you as he goes over there. And yeah, that was a pretty good one. And yeah, as get you up there. Someone else kind of pops up from around where the marshal is. Another one of these enemy marshals kind of moves up and then darts over with a sword and tries to stab at him twice.
Oh my god.
And then Barrett.
Marshal is obscured, so there's disadvantage.
That's true, just by one thing. So he missed with both of those anyway, so I won't even need to roll them. Barrett, your go.
All right. Barrett doesn't know.
Shit, Captain.
Barrett doesn't know the guy that's directly behind him, probably. So he will 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's as far as I can get. Yeah, that's gonna have to do. So Barrett will go here, and am I able to see him while in the fog? Because I'm like on the cusp of it. Or at least would I be able to acknowledge his presence?
I think you can hear him is the thing. You can hear the sound of someone stepping in combat, engaging on the thing. So I think you know he's there, yes.
Okay.
There's a chance you can also like peek out.
Yeah, exactly. When you're on the edge, I would rule it. You can peek out easy.
And the fog counts as cover, right?
Yeah, it does.
Not for me. So I get to shoot him. No disadvantage.
But not for me.
Not for me.
I will not -5 this. I will just shoot him.
Buddy.
All right, here we go. Second shot,
Here we
baby.
go.
Vintage Barrett.
Got it. Oh,
Roll. All right.
2 threes in a row.
All right, under barrel. Here we go, baby.
For the sake of your dignity, I'm gonna say the fog cloud. You take some shots trying to not hit the civilian and just deal with this nonsense of the fog, the rain, and then on the third. After those 2 shotgun shots are just a little too wide, you go for something a little more precise. You pull out the underbarrel ballista and you aim it forward. And, woo, baby.
All right.
It's pretty good. The shot rings out and connects, and you notice the man almost falls off of the wood, but he manages to kind of right himself and pull himself back.
Yep, that's my turn. I hope I helped. Jesus.
Cortina, there's some spooky people next to you.
So I started blasting. I'm going to use Tidal Wave on. Please leave my area.
Oh, boy.
Where is Tidal Wave?
Technically, with your blind side, you could just walk circles around this guy and he wouldn't know. You could just avoid everyone.
Actually, I could just hit him. I might just hit him. I need to start. I still need to save spells. All right, I will approach him from behind.
All right, he can't perceive you, so you get advantage on this.
Wonderful.
Nice.
I'm gonna hit him with my stick.
All right.
That is. There's that.
Come on, I ate the 3s. You can do this.
I can do this for you. Christian, do it for me.
Okay, will do.
It's with my wisdom.
Yeah. So you go for the first together to hit.
I forgot 2s existed.
Advantage.
Advantage, you're right. Oh,
Hey!
much better. So first off, you're just gonna whack him with the the damage for Shillelagh. Shillelagh.
And I'm also going to use Booming Blade.
Ooh.
Boomer blade.
All right.
The
Boomer Blade. Yeah.
Crack out the monster energy.
It's as powerful as Goku's Kahame Mama.
Okay,
That
Booming Blade.
fucking video, dude.
Dude.
Booming Blade added 1 extra damage, but that's still 13.
But it also, does it blow up on impact or something?
It does thunder damage, so it does bam.
Well, let's see here. At 5th level, the melee attack deals an extra 1d8 thunder damage. So you actually get to roll another d8 for.
That's true. That's true.
Nice.
Yeah. So I'll pop
Now it
another
truly
one.
matches up to the Kamehameha.
Another one.
Wonderful.
Wonderful. Okay, yeah. You crack the shillelagh on this man's back, and it catches him definitely off surprise as he suddenly redirects his attention back at you.
Can I move without getting an attack of opportunity because he can't see
Not
me?
now.
He has disadvantage.
He has disadvantage, but he can't. Yeah.
Yeah. You haven't used all your movement, so you could walk away, but he would still get a swing at you at disadvantage.
Yeah, I'll risk it.
Good
All right.
shit.
You move. He goes in for a slash as you sort of dart back into the fog. Bam. Let's see how this
Whoop,
goes.
whoop, 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 whoop.
Oh,
Pretty good rolls.
that hits.
No.
Even you definitely move back into the fog, but you almost see he kind of darts forward with a fencer's stab and manages to cut into you as you draw back. And because you took damage, we're gonna roll that damage and we're gonna see about that concentration. So that's only 5 damage, which means 10.
Okay. So I will do a con save.
That is correct.
Yeah, that's pretty easy, honestly.
Yeah.
He can't roll
And-
higher than 10, so it's always a 10.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah, there you go. So the fog stays up as you dip back into it, and his attention he once more tries to piece around where you might be. Carthian, your go.
All right.
Oh, you're way down there. Look at you, boy.
All right. Oh, there's one. Crash.
Yeah, you see one. On the edge of the light, you see him and you manage to just crash into him, giving a good solid hit. Or well, you slam. We'll see if the hit happens, but you know.
You're beat blasting in the distance.
Yeah.
I fired and I missed. I hit something, but it wasn't what I was aiming for, so I guess I missed.
I missed.
Hit or miss.
Oh, you missed that one. Try another.
Will attack.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Ooh, hit.
Ooh.
Yes. Damage.
Damn.
Okay. The lance
That's
pierces
a
into him.
lot.
And I believe I get to hit again, right?
Yeah. The first lance hit, you manage to pierce into the vest and then slam him back. He kind of catches on the fence a little bit as it sort of snaps under the weight. And moving through that, you sort of press him forward with your lance, roll another damage.
I
as
can't
you
see
sort of,
shit, but I know
Yeah.
I know the feeling of flesh when I am piercing it.
So you manage to push him back against the freshly broken fence, so he's sort of jabbed from both angles as the lance and the fence kind of pokes into him.
My armor!
I'll stop doing that when he stops grunting.
He hears that and stops. No. Oh, it is his turn, actually, immediately following. Oh, great.
Cool. I will withdraw my lance from him and see if he grunts.
He uses the scroll of summoning beholders.
Ooh,
that's a hit.
21? That's a hit.
Whoa.
So, sort of leaning forward, blood trailing him as he kind of leans up on the lance, he manages to pull himself up and cut at your hand. And does 8 damage as he manages to draw blood from your from the back of your hand.
Ow, fuck you.
Almost murmuring, he goes in, but by that point you've drawn back the lance enough where he can't get a good hit in. Laz, your go.
Okay. Laz is going to move out of the fog. See his prey right here. And I am going to fucking pounce out of the roof on top of this man.
Okay,
I can leap. What's leap rules?
I remember the vagaries of it, and I do know you would be able to reach there with your strength score.
Yeah.
I'll go.
As this 500-pound fucking fully armored behemoth drops on top of him, I am going to lay on hands, cure disease.
Nice. All right. Sounds good. Yeah, no, you can just do that. So you land down, cure disease, and you take 1 point of gravity for falling 10 feet. As the 500 pounds of weight, again, you sort of just slam into. Yes, so does him. But you lay on hands. So
I step on his foot by accident. Oh shit, sorry, man.
You both kind of slam through the wood, as then you kind of lay on hands, and the disease kind of snaps to attention, and he sort of just, again, he has that sort of confused look, until his friend next over is just kind of like reaches over and he grabs his wrist and kind of pulls him up. And it's like, "Come on, buddy, up and at him." And the man,
Barrett, I healed the one in front of us. I'm going into the house.
Yeah, all right, fine.
All right, so that was a leap, which means you can still move.
What am I looking at here? Just a fucking wall?
You're looking at a thatched wooden wall, yes. So I would say hypothetically, if you passed a strength roll of like 20, I'd let you burst through it.
That's fucking funny. I'm gonna do it.
All right.
Worst case scenarios, I'm going to climb speed, get stuck to the wall. So sure.
Yeah.
Like
All right.
like a cat on a curtain.
All right, make me a strength roll.
Yeah. I'm gonna. Yeah, like the Kool-Aid man.
You run forward, and bursting through the thatch, you break inside. And I won't do any of that stuff right now. But yeah, inside you see over there near the door, a ranger just turns back surprised. That was only like
I'm gonna get you, bitch.
15. You can reach him. You can actually reach him still the rest of the movement.
Yeah, sure. Laz just barrels through.
Yeah. You can't lay on hands again this turn, but you do get close to him. Okay, so
like a fucking Terminator.
This Marshal grabs this one and just drags him back into the fog where he'll be safe. And that's gonna be his action. Who's next? Oh, okay. Okay, good to know. Hey, Cortina. Another one becomes apparent to you.
Oh my god!
As it kind of moves up.
Leave me alone.
Mom.
Mom!
It has become apparent to me.
Oh. Okay, so, let's see. And one more.
Jeez Louise, leave me alone.
You see them moving around completely confused. They are just wandering and stealth guard mode as we go back to the top and time to take a look at these again. Okay. Carthian, you hear more shots ringing out at you, and since you're now standing in the dim light, let's see. I think dim light would still be for ranged attacks. Would that still be disadvantage?
If I am the source of light, or if the source of light is around me. Oh wait, no, I just see in dim light. It's not necessarily.
Yeah.
So, I would still keep them at disadvantage. Not because I have any sort of ulterior need or anything like that for them to have disadvantage. But if I'm just being fair.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, let's see.
Like if I had a light on, I would maybe even put them at advantage. But
but you are the very edge of the dim light, and 16 still hits even with disadvantage though.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, it doesn't. Wait, I was thinking of the other person. Yeah, no, not you. You're a fighter. Of course it doesn't.
I was like 16.
Yeah, what the hell? That would be stupid. Oh, that hits though.
At least it wasn't the 20.
Wow.
No, that's not the 20.
Oh my god.
10.
Good for him. He earned it.
Yeah. The first shot plinks against the armor, and then the second shot. Ooh, let me roll something really quick, just to get a location. Okay, so the second one flies up and it hits you in the gas mask, causing the thing to almost break as the mask just sort of flies off. You feel an immense feeling of panic happen as,
I am holding my breath.
All right, sounds good.
Oh no, you're all by
That's
yourself.
a problem.
Oh, for some reason it's not letting me swap off your token with that one. Here, let me drop a fresh one. Let's see.
Let's drop a fresh Carthian.
Fresh card.
Just don't drop that.
Hello.
All right, there we go.
Oh, he's off turn now.
Stuntman gets out of Lupescu and.
Yeah. Carthian, you were right after Cortina, so I'll just give you an initiative that puts you there. But yeah, you.
But also, my mask is back on.
What the heck? Tragedy. There you go. There you go. Now you're
That's
back
him.
to.
That's the boy.
That's him.
My
That's
immersion.
the boy. My immersion.
Did we have spare gas masks?
Oh.
I don't think we did.
You can repair them at camp, but I don't think you had spares. No.
I'm good at fixing shit.
Yeah. So,
Are you good at fixing shit while I'm holding my breath?
If you're not 100 feet away from me, I could try.
Yeah.
All right, that last shot of his didn't hit. With some further movements at play. Oh yeah, he's a friend now. Okay. I'm going to remove him from the combat encounter. He's got to rehabilitate himself. The other guy, though, he knows what's up. So, okay. Hey, Cortina.
Yeah.
Another one. Except this
Another one
doesn't seem
Another
to be
one.
too interested in you.
Okay.
Instead, he seems to be sneaking around, and he sort of peeks out, and he bumps into this guy, and kind of surprised, he looks, oh shit, and he's gonna stab him.
He's dressed like your friends.
Yeah, but
And,
you can't see that. It's foggy. Also,
Oh, yeah.
wow, that's wretched.
Yeah, that's wretched.
Good.
What a bumbling idiot.
You can't even kill your friends, right?
I can't imagine what that's like.
He knew which direction you were going in, so he's gonna try this wisdom save. I'll pass
so
on to the next guy now.
Just as a heads up for everyone, I have 30 hit points of lay on hands left. I can heal 6 of these grunts, and I do not know that Carthian is maskless right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Marshall's gonna run up here. He passes wisdom save. Cortina, the one that you stabbed you before, kind of follows suit. The other two seem lost, but this one seems
Yes, the
to
scent
be
of blood.
locked in on you. Still a disadvantage.
Oh.
That hits though.
Yeah.
He goes in, and once more he takes a slash, and you feel that coming at you. And it's a 10 again, right? Because it's a 10
Yep.
base, and if they roll more damage, then it goes higher. So give me that while I roll a second roll. Let's see. Oh, jeez. Okay,
Wow.
I'm focused.
you're
I'm
focused. Well, give me one more.
Okay.
Even through the fog, this one seems to be moving with grace, sort of guessing at which directions you would be, but also pressuring you against the fences on either side. He seems to have lined you up in a perfect spot where he just has one direction he really needs to swing. You manage to stay focused despite the cuts and bruises. However, one more before you, Barrett, as
Oh my
well, it's this one. Laz, you run up to this one, and with the last few moments he has, he's going to swing in at you twice. But however, one misses outright, and the other one just slams against your armor. And then Barrett, your go.
Laz just grabs his wrist.
God, I don't know any of the shit that's happening with Cortina or Carthian. Fuck. I don't know what Barrett does here. I think Barrett would have heard Carthian dash
Actually, yeah.
off. Oh yeah.
Barrett, give me a wisdom roll to kind of gather your surroundings. I think
Yeah.
hearing where Carthian and all that stuff and all the continued plings and stuff would be a 10. I think hearing what's going on behind you would be like a
Yeah.
15. So see what you do.
Do you want just straight wisdom?
Straight wisdom, yeah.
Okay.
Straight wisdom save.
Just an ability check. Normal. 12.
Okay. So you're aware of Carthian down there, or you're aware of the noises and the sounds. It sounds like he's engaging at least a couple.
All right. I think Barrett is going to go that way because we're getting spread out at this point, and
Yeah.
he doesn't realize Cortina's getting surrounded. So he is going to boop, 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 go down to here. And I can see that boyo. So I will shoot him. Come
Okay.
on.
Yeah.
Wait,
Here we go. Eh.
you can maybe see Carthian,
Okay.
actually. Yeah.
That's a
All
real
right.
my
that's
God!
one. That
That's
does
a
it.
hit.
Yeah.
That's a number!
I'm greedy. -5.
Greed is good!
Is that
Greed is
it?
good. Those both hit.
Oh, baby. All right, so regular damage. So 13, and then the chonky boy shot. 22. And then Barrett will then reload under barrel, take his final shot with that. No.
Okay. Nope. So that doesn't. So he takes a total of owie.
35?
35, yeah,
Yep.
35. All right, so the shots go into the side, and this guy immediately His coat is torn to ribbons. You see the blood start splattering up against him as Carthian, your lance in this man is not looking good.
You're still alive.
Am I able to see if Carthian's mask is broken? Probably. Actually,
You
this
can't
angle, no.
quite see him now. No, and one thing I need to do, it's movement time.
Oh,
At the shot of the sound, you hear a bunch of these civilians start kind of running up, and you see them almost just kind of go in to try to just swarm you with no
It's that
real
one
intent.
JoJo scene.
Yeah,
from Star Wars Crusaders.
where they all
He
just
saw the
start-
tourists with money.
Yeah.
Oh, he looks rich.
yeah.
You hear more of them coming.
Barrett's just pushes. Get out of my way, Carthian! You all right? What the hell's he doing? Just sitting there.
I pinch Lupescu to howl.
Lupescu howls.
Okay.
Do you have to pinch him?
I guess he's winning.
Are you winning, son?
No, all the civilians start to seem to swarm in. Cortina, you go!
All right. Time to use spells because I'm in trouble.
I know where I am. This is just so camera has visual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to use Erupting Earth.
Oh.
Wow.
And I'm going to use it at 4th level. Cast this spell. It's going to be right.
Ooh.
20-foot cube. It's pretty big.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
It's not quite as big as I wanted it to be. I'll do it here.
All right. Yeah. So they make dex saves, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Then they're gonna do that. Those two will make it.
Do they have disadvantage
first
because they
one does.
literally can't see?
I don't think this is really like a
The
seeing
ground
based
is
thing.
moving beneath them.
Yeah, that doesn't really feel like it's a sight-based thing. It's more of like keeping your footing.
All right, that's fair.
Like, it's also yeah, I think that should be good.
They still take
Okay.
half damage though, so you can still.
They do
roll.
take well, one of them takes half damage, yeah.
Oh right, and the other one
Um,
takes full.
Yeah. So this is the first one, the one next to you. He takes half of that, so okay. Take 11. And then the next one.
Oh boy.
Ooh, that's pretty low. So the other one definitely takes that though. So that's difficult terrain until cleared.
That is difficult terrain until cleared.
These poor
Okay.
bastards.
Each 5-foot square portion of the area requires at least 1 minute to clear by hand.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
that's no. I don't think that means to clear like that's to clear it, not to get out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to destroy it. Yeah.
Yeah, to destroy that. Yeah. Okay.
And I'm going to attempt to get away from them. So I'll
Okay.
roll the dice on the opportunity attack.
All right.
And go over here. So go ahead and swing at me, you scumbag.
All right. He'll do it. He'll give it a go.
Yeah.
Miss.
No.
Miss.
Miss.
Do I miss?
No, I missed.
There are a lot of people in the fog.
She's
Barrett, you hear? No, wait. You're way further down there.
Yeah,
I think
I'm way down here. Yeah.
I think that's still something you hear very lightly.
Yeah.
Cortina is not one who doth protest often, and that is
Yeah.
definitely an example of it.
Oh fuck. Carthian, you all right down here? I gotta help Cortina.
I literally cannot speak.
Yep, I know.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Carthian, your go.
All right. So my priorities have just changed. I look on the ground for my mask.
Okay. Yeah, give me a perception roll.
Oh, I'm rooting for you, buddy.
Me too.
Yeah!
Oh, okay. So you.
It was
check
in your
down.
face all along.
You manage to see that you're I'll give you a stroke of good luck for this because you're under water, or you're on water, but I'll say because of the 20, you find your mask dangerously perched, cracked and semi-broken on top of this fence here instead of just in the water.
I reach
so you can
out.
slap it back on at least.
Yeah, I reach out. I put it. I try to put it on. Is there still a seal on this thing?
The seal has been shot with a
Yeah. So I'm just gonna put it in my pocket, keep my breath held, and I'm going to turn around and just gonna point at that fucker and then run. If he wants his attack of opportunity, fucking have it.
He'll take it.
It's the fucking guy getting tased. I'll get you, bitch.
He'll get you, bitch.
Runs away.
Okay. You manage to pull away. His attack doesn't go. As you bump
running,
straight into another mark.
I'm running and I'm having Lupescu. I run right into the fog and I crash right into this guy, hoping I'm like, oh god, did I just kill Cortina?
So
you just see a piece of mushroom flying.
I am absolutely attacking this guy.
Go for it.
Bummer. Maybe
it would be at a normal.
Oh, it'd be at normal.
Fog. But either way, no, it doesn't. It doesn't hit.
Cool.
All right, so you can go again though. No, wait, no, you can't because.
No, I can't.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You're right. So, Barrett.
And then Lupescu will howl as he moves back.
All right. You notice that this marshal ducks behind this rabble of bodies and pokes up the crossbow and is going to attempt to fire it at you.
Oh, cool guy.
Cool guy. He doesn't get disadvantage. You are a
Barrett is also
form.
undercover.
That's true. You do get partial cover for this. You both get partial cover for this. So
yay.
And only one of them has sharpshooter.
So that's should be a +2, which means the first one hits, but the other two still don't.
Damn, yeah, I'd get up to a 21.
So, he goes,
you fucker!
That one pierces on by.
Oopsies.
Ooh. Oh, did we?
That was max damage.
I did. I accidentally gave myself only 1 damage, but you gave it 11. So yeah. So there we go.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right, Laz.
At least your mask wasn't destroyed.
Yeah.
Lay on this man.
I'ma lay on him. The power of the Lord compels you. I lay on hands to rid him of his illness.
All right. Yeah, you do so. And once more, that familiar kind of snapping out sensation occurs.
There's a hole here, right?
Yes.
But what if I blew another hole?
You can do it if you'd like.
That would be funny, but I think the situation requires a little bit of actual playing right now.
I see.
So I am going to jump back through the hole. They still have movement, is my question.
You would have gone from here and then there. Yeah, so you get there. You would have, if you used your second action to dash, you could move.
Sure.
All right. Which direction would you like to go? You're not really sure what's transpired down here, but you come out. There's fog here. You hear Barrett down here, and there's a ton of civvies all kind of rushing over him.
Yeah, I closed my eyes and wiggled my mouse a lot, so in this direction.
I didn't see which way. Just go in the direction, yeah.
Yeah. So, let's see. No, there's a house here. Laz isn't that stupid. He's just a little bit stupid, but not that stupid. Yeah, I'm gonna go up to here.
Okay. You head into the fog, and next, let me see. Oh, that Marshall's turn. Oh, he'd hear you. Oh, he would. Okay, great. As you kind of run by on this turn, on the next turn, this Marshal, the one that came with you, is going to go for a grapple roll. Not the best at this.
Which one?
The one that you came with. Oof.
This
He tries to
one
grapple,
here.
but the other one comes loose, and he's like, Mr.
Mr.
Lazarus, over here. I have a friend that needs healing.
Got it.
I'll roll this guy. Let's see. Maybe he'll roll a 1.
Cortina,
No, that is not a 1.
drop the fog.
No, keep the fog.
Oh god, if you drop that fog, you're gonna get lit up.
That's 20 feet. That's
Fog
25.
is why
feet.
I'm safe.
Yeah, no
Yeah, he's-
kidding.
That's 20 feet. He's gonna use the last movement to get free, and he's kind of stuck there as he crawls out. This one steps out for 10, and let me have him do a wisdom save. This guy's been on your ass, so I'm
I
just
know, he's
very
really
curious.
trying. Let it go.
Yup. He stops.
Smells the blood.
He hears the sound of you stepping into the water, and he vaults the fence, and he just runs at you.
Oh my
With his
God.
sword held high, he comes in and tries to slash at you
A
twice.
hunter must hunt, apparently.
is,
Holy shit.
Disadvantage. Okay, that's whatever. And then here's the second one. Okay. Oh!
Oh my god.
No, that's advantage. You roll
that's
that.
advantage.
You roll that at advantage.
Let's see.
Yeah.
You
You
that
rolled
was
a
a
7.
that was a 7, so that would be a okay, that's a 12.
12.
So these two managed to miss as you are luckily not pierced this time.
What
Oh,
is
that
your
was
problem?
The marshal in front of you, Carthian, is going to respond as best he can. 6 that's as best he can. Anyways.
Cortina, I'm sorry.
Forgive me.
Who's the next one at? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's this guy.
There's so many.
The one who's attacking here, he's gonna shoots around this way, and
We don't
He's
need
gonna-
to worry about the civvies, so we just need to neutralize these guys so we can rest.
so
One. Double ones!
oh my god.
Wow.
Oh.
Which one was
Okay.
rolling? Which
the
one?
one,
fucked
the
up?
one in front of this marshal. So at this point, with 3 ones, he tries to go in, and I'm just gonna say he fucking trips over something he didn't see in the fog, and he just straight up falls prone. I can't see any other result from that disaster.
Jesus, that's rough, buddy.
Oh. And who is the? Oh wait, is that not the guy? Who is the? Oh, it's that guy before. Okay. Let's see. Move up there.
God, how long can Carthin hold his breath? It's your. I think. it's-
According-
let me check
it's-
the math.
According to the rules, it's a long time.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
is,
it's
it
pretty
is.
long.
All right. So this guy's
I'm
just out of
assuming-
range.
I'm just assuming that as
Yeah.
long as I don't get hit or something
Yeah,
like that.
I'm basically there too. Like it's basically you get a
one-
minute alone.
You get
Yeah.
1 minute plus your con modifier, so you have 6 minutes.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
That's insane.
That's pretty insane. Hey,
I can't
Barrett.
do that.
3 shots ring out from very far away. However, they end up hitting the thatched roof near you. Seems to be another one out there in the mist.
God, fuck this. I'm going back to the fog.
And then let's see, that way I already went.
Hey,
Carthian pops a cold one.
for the boys.
Okay, this guy, you're getting taken off. Okay,
Oh my
Barrett, your
you guys
go.
are so low.
Okay. Barrett is going to. I mean, that guy's been taking pot shots at him. I'm gonna shoot back at him before I get the hell out of here.
yeah,
So.
he has a little more AC, but yeah, I mean, so yeah,
But
don't
I
you
ignore
roll.
cover.
You do, Nork? Oh, baby.
Dude, sharpshooter was the best decision of
it's
my
the
life.
best decision ever.
-5.
Followed by the worst decision. Oh! I fucking eat my tongue. Go for it.
-5. Fair enough. I mean, no matter what, that was going to be bad. So, that gets the plus doodly doo. 26 damage.
That shot rings out. You aim a high shot, and you manage to blast his head off.
Barrett just gives a little salute and sprints back into the this fog. Actually, can I see that other dude at all that had taken a shot at me?
No, he's deep in the dark.
Fair enough. I just run straight into the fog then. All right.
All right.
That is Barrett's go.
Okay, Cortina, your go.
Oh, honey, get out of there. Come
Time for
You
the
can
Trying.
always
Wave.
disengage. You can disengage, just as a reminder. It is an action.
Screw this guy.
Or tidal wave. Move out the way. Get gone. Okay, so
Goal.
Oh, wait. So that pushes them in that direction, yeah?
Yeah, I want to push him out of the fog.
You could always push him straight into Laz's lap.
Oh, I know where Laz is. I'll do that.
yeah, you do. Okay, yeah. So you launch him forward. Yeah.
It's the
Wombo
fucking
combo.
lead up into the command grab.
Wombo combo.
This poor bastard goes tumbling down to the south, and as he's
Oh,
bouncing,
perfect.
Laz just grabs him by the face.
Oh.
Holy
wow, that's a lot of damage.
shit!
So he goes all the way literally up there. Laz, is that a broken attack of opportunity? I mean, I know you're going for lay on hands, but
I mean,
Can
it
lay
is
on
a
hands?
forced movement, so
He's about to get
technically
these
no,
hands.
unless
That's
you
true,
want
that's
to
true.
give it to me.
no, I don't.
Can lay on hands
No, no.
be an attack of opportunity?
No.
Fair enough. Have
It's
a
an
nice
action,
day.
No. Okay.
Kneel.
Carthian.
Oh, no.
Yep.
Yeah. Somebody has stabbed at me, so I'm going to assume that they're bad and
Mhm.
continue stabbing.
All right.
God, I'm totally out of third level spells. I forgot about that.
Why
Yeah, me
is my
too.
sheet- Here we go. All right.
Second level, I meant. Yeah.
I offer this man a stabbing in his time of need.
Oh, he gladly accepts.
Mhm.
Oh, it's normal, but let me see. The first one was the 18 on that roll, so yeah, I'll let you keep it.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So just roll damage. Oh, nice. You managed to get the pierce. I'm happy it shows you which one was rolled first. That makes me happy. But yeah,
that is nice. All right, so I'm gonna roll again.
Aw.
oh.
It squeezes on by, like right through his AC.
No. So, yeah, he takes the first one as you manage to. You think you get a glancing bow with your lance in the fog as passing on. Laz, your go.
There's this
A
loser
man
in front of
bumps
me
into
right
you.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am going to keep that in mind, but or ally has called for me in the previous turn, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna move here because once again I don't know that Carthian doesn't have his mask on, and
Oh.
I am going to step on this man and lay on hands.
Okay.
Okay.
You pop him with lay, and
Four.
Still-
I have four more, and this dude is still here, huh?
yes.
I'm gonna. God, that was my action. I still have my
Yeah.
bonus action.
Hit him.
Yeah, I'm gonna do
Quarterstaff blast.
Yeah, sure. I'm just gonna whack him.
Yeah, get his attention at least. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
no.
that wouldn't even. Yeah. So okay.
Stabs at the ground. I got him.
The next man, like, marvelously done. He kind of sees you poke at something behind, and he leans his head over to the side, and he's gonna run up and try to grapple the guy that was you were going after. Wow, that actually might do it. Let's see how the other guy's dex check goes.
Shoves his face into the water, killing him instantly.
Oh, it's perfectly tied. Oh, okay, so that means he manages to resist it.
It's over, Anakin. I have the high ground.
Who's this? Oh, let's see. Bro, can you even, like, what are you doing, bro?
Dude.
What do you do, bro? This guy here, it's so hard because there are two people with heavy clinking armor, so it's really just a toss-up. Here, I'll flip a coin.
Uh-huh.
A coin, yeah. One, he goes after Laz. Two, he goes after Carthian. Oh, okay. So
Carthia, no.
he
He'll be
steps
alright.
down, and he's going in for a cut. Two
You
of them,
fool!
actually. Oh wait, I forgot to roll disadvantage. Ah, just fails that anyways. Here's the second one.
Oh,
Oh. Okay. Yeah.
Good
The
job,
secret
Fog.
of the fog. The secret
And
of
then-
the fog is just not rolling attacks.
Yeah.
you just
man next to
use
him.
abilities.
The man next to him, he's
wow.
going for you too. Bad. Okay.
Wow, Fog
Oh,
has been a lot more clutch than I expected.
Fog really good, especially when the caster has blind sense.
Yeah.
Well forgotten, Indigo.
Oh, pretty good. That's the. Okay. He's already shooting at disadvantage, so why not?
Double disadvantage.
Yeah, there's no such thing. So.
Oh my god, a
Yeah,
one and
I
a
guess
Well,
two?
there is such a thing as getting your fucking crossbow jammed. So the guy fucking has a crossbow jam occur deep in the outside of the fog, and only one bolt lands piddly in the swamp.
The chaos subsides for a minute. There's just a single second of silence, and then you're, oh, come on!
Oh, this one is gonna step up here, and then
You fool! You dare move in my vicinity?
18 does not hit, right? No, you're at
Nope.
20. Let's go for another
Right,
one.
right back at you, buddy.
Uh-huh.
Here comes the disadvantage.
Ba-boom.
Disadvantage.
Bada bing, bada boom. Eat a dick. Fuck you.
Nope.
Damn.
Okay, Barrett, your go.
Right, okay.
Wasn't he grappled?
No, the roll failed.
Nah.
It was exactly
He was
even, so
almost
with the defender.
grappled.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Barrett's hearing a lot of commotion at this point in time.
Uh-huh.
Oh god. So I think Barrett is gonna start making his way over where he's been, where Carthian likely has gone. And yeah, I guess I'll just now that I'm this close, am I able to attempt to see what's going on with Carthian's mask situation? You could say no. Very reasonable considering how much fog is here, and I'm bumbling
I think just
through the
because of
dark.
Lupescu's size and what's going on. I don't think so. Yeah, that's a specific detail. You do hear, you see Lupescu, and you also see the marshal though.
Ah, all right. So I will just point blank this motherfucker. All right, shotgun.
Back blast clear.
-5. No.
No.
Fine, you've convinced me. Not -5.
Yeah. Don't forget that disadvantage.
Yeah.
Does fog count as cover?
You're blinded.
Fog,
That's
fog
the
but yeah, you're
condition.
blinded. That's what it's.
That's fair.
condition, So yeah.
So
Yeah,
then, if that's the case, both of those can be just from the same one. So totally beefs it.
Okay. Yep.
Because then -5 on that as well. No matter what.
Yeah.
So I will disadvantage this shot. No.
No. So you fire off 2 blasts, but in the
Jesus,
fog, it's
watch
really
your
hard
fire.
to tell what's going on. Yeah. Cortina.
All right, that jerk is gone. And I'm about out of my temporary HP, so it's time to change. I'm going to
Easy.
become a dire wolf, and then I'm going to run over to Carthian and be a pack with my dogs.
Hell yeah.
Oh, with
Oh.
your dogs. All right. So, yeah, I think with that, you'll be able to get there with that range as
Mhm.
Direwolf. All right. Okay. Perfect. So, you get over there now. Be a pack.
Now
I'll
I'm
just
gonna
roll
be a
with the
pack.
rescue stats.
So it would be
Um,
an advantage.
That's true, which brings it back down to, I mean, you can see.
I can see anyway.
So, you don't need to worry about this.
Even as a wolf?
So yeah.
Pog.
So, 23.
Bite him.
Bite.
Okay. All right, then let's do the damage.
It's 2d6 plus 3,
Uh-huh.
and if the target creature, the target of
Fails
the
his
creature
save,
must,
strength
yeah,
save.
I can knock it prone.
Ooh.
It goes prone, takes 8 damage.
Wow,
Hell
couldn't
yeah.
be me.
Taking 8 damage. Cringe.
Parthian, your go. One guy just went prone next to you.
Yeah, I stab him.
Yeah, that'll even out the normal.
Yeah.
The
like-
advantage from that and the disadvantage from blind, you're just hitting normal now.
The pack.
Stab him.
when
Oh,
you
but
can't-
don't I get advantage back for being on a thing?
Advantage
one
doesn't, like-
advantage. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah,
So
If you
just
get
like that.
advantage and disadvantage, no matter how many against one, it
Gotcha.
evens out. Yeah.
Cool,
Yeah.
cool.
It's just to avoid the
Yeah.
advantage disadvantage train.
Big stupid. Yeah. No, I gotcha. Miss.
Oh,
Miss.
Oh.
Oh, that's
Right.
bullshit. That die was stuck between
Yeah.
15 and 5.
Yeah. You stab down, but even with the fog, even though it should be as simple as he's right beneath me, but right beneath me is a lot of locations when you're up on a big wolf and there's fog. Laz, your go. This man in front of you, he's put up a pretty good fight, but
Yeah, like this guy's pretty hurt. There's a commotion here. I'm gonna scoopity poop.
Scoopity poop.
Scoopity poop.
Scoopity whoop.
Scoopity poop.
scoopity poop.
I am going to grab this man's nape and just kill him and yank him back.
All right, you pull him away, and I say you do the healing, at which point he stops becoming a combatant, and that, unbug that, and then yeah, you pull him back. Let's get you off the counter, boy. Okay.
Let me drain that resource
Yeah.
from my sheet. I have 3 more.
Okay. So this guy's going in. This will be the old usual, trying for a grapple check when you can't.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, no, that's not even. That was close. It was close to that.
Oh,
Oh,
my
well,
god.
These
though that's
guys
higher-
suck so hard.
Even
So-
though that's higher.
So weird question.
Mhm.
Do they have an athletics skill at all? Because that is used for grapple usually.
No, they do not. Have
Okay,
athletics
got it.
Changed.
Nope, that's fine.
Yeah.
I was just curious.
But you know, even though it's higher, I am a strong proponent of crit fails. So he fails.
Mhm.
He gets grappled.
It is the most like limp dick grab ever. It's
Yeah. He literally
grabbed
falls into it.
By
like,
his limp
oh,
dick.
stop it! Who caught me? You're so strong.
This guy is gonna stand up.
Bro, you don't want
And,
to stand up here.
He's gonna do a super cool spin and try to go
Oh
for
my god.
He
he
falls back down.
falls back down. He
Can I just
fucking-
kick him while he's down? Just punt him?
He slips on the shit
Oh,
and hits the dirt. He's gonna
yeah.
try to stab up, even though he did that. He's just gonna try to like.
Opportunity attack.
Holy
Yeah, my
shit.
fault too.
You fall too, Laz. Go
Wow.
prone.
Just having a muddy, like, mud wrestling.
And nobody can see.
There's just
He
all this.
stabs up at the air.
There's just all this splashing and Barrett's like, there must be dozens of them. We're surrounded. This is these two idiots falling.
Thank God no one can see me fall like a dumbass.
I can see.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, here
Oh
come
my
3 attacks from out in the woods. Oh wow. Hey.
That's a
Parthian.
big fucking attack.
Oh,
with
cool. Me?
disadvantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
8.
Oh
Ow.
my god.
Okay. So, God. Now the
Everyone's
grapple
down
the
in
guy.
mud.
I can't
gonna
see
try to
shit,
just-
Captain.
He's gonna try to break out.
There's one guy in the mud.
Oh, he breaks out.
Whoa.
He fucking
Oh, shit.
gets out of that.
Fucking-
and just-
Hulk Hogan?
He fucking breaks your grapple and reverses it.
he manages to get this guy pushed back. Yeah. So Barrett, your go.
Fuck, man.
shoot in the general vicinity of my voice. You won't hit me.
Boy, that's certainly a bold play, but, well, remember, you asked. Not -5. Oh, yeah, not -5. I'm shooting this fine fellow here.
Yeah. So
here's disadvantage.
Laz with Oh damn!
I should have done negative. Wow.
Okay. Go
Yeah.
for it.
Maybe you should be blind all the time.
Hold on. -5. Oh, it's just
so
shy,
close.
isn't
That
it?
hits! That hits! That hits!
Oh, it hits?
Yeah,
Oh, baby.
that hits this one.
All right. So,
You killed him, probably.
So here's the
Yeah.
first bit of damage, and then the one with 10 damage.
Ooh. Yeah, you fire off twice, you hear a grunt, and that affirms your fire as the second one blasts and you adjust, even for a target you can't see. Moving through the fog, your shotgun fires, and you hear a thud as a figure gets launched back into the dirt. That one deserved it for being so scary to Cortina.
Is he
I hate that
like
guy.
dead?
He's dead.
Cool. That guy's prone. I probably don't even know he's there because I still have an underbarrel, but like, man, I can't do shit with that.
Yeah.
I request you leave this one to me.
What? What, you don't like my method?
Oh no, it's just that like we're in the middle of this epic struggle.
This guy has too much HP.
All right, Cortina, here we go.
I'll leave him alone. Is there any? Hold on, who's left?
Would you be aware of that? Make me a perception check.
Okay.
Yeah, because there is
You
another
see,
guy.
I wanted that one to die because he was too low to be a useful grunt.
Yeah. Yeah.
God.
There's one more dude way out there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can feel it. You heard from the shots occasionally. There is at least one more guy down outside of the fog,
Okay. Which direction is that?
directly south of you.
Oh, direct
Okay,
south.
I'm going to
Run like a wolf.
run like a wolf.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna leave the fog though. I'm just gonna go next to Lepescu.
Okay. So
Can he swing at me
He's-
on the ground
he's prone. I don't really know.
So
I don't think so.
I think he technically can, but like,
Yeah,
God, this
I
guy's
don't know
having a
if that-
day.
Yeah.
Fucking
yeah.
mud fight. Yeah.
He could, but he's already.
Does
at, like,
anyone
the
have
damage, so
prestidigitation?
Nah.
That would be too easy. Oh, he hits.
Whoa.
He cuts your wolf feet as you kind of run past him and manages to do.
Not
6
the
to wolf
beans!
What the
form.
hell?
That's 6 to your wolf health, though.
All right.
So yeah, that's
Well,
you're
here's
down
my
to
con.
31 wolf health. Yeah, you keep it. Okay. Karth.
After hearing the gunshot, Barrett feels a tap on his shoulder, and as he reaches up to like grab his shoulder to see what's going on, he feels my mask, which I'm poking him on the shoulder with.
You fucking lunatic, why'd you take it off? Oh, this is all fucked up. Oh my God, yeah, I'm on it.
Oh yes, I forgot. He can't wear. He has to wear a mask.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. It's just like,
What? Karth lost his mask?
yeah, I didn't know. Oh, you've been so, oh God, hang in there, kid.
And yeah, go for the stab again.
Okay. Give it a go.
Just gonna fucking stab this guy.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay, do that damage.
I will. Cool.
Ah,
My heart's not
Okay.
in it. I'm trying to hold my breath, and it's really hard to fight and hold my breath.
that first attack was a side glance as you were already passing the mask over. The second one, however, your lance gets stuck in the
I
water.
fall off. And just
Everyone
join the
was the blood.
fucking slap
Yeah,
fight.
you feel You feel your lance grabbed and like already off balance a little bit since you're passing over. You fall down next to. Well, actually, no. You can't fall off because you have the mount.
Did he land on me?
You quite literally, I don't think, cannot fall off of your mount.
No,
The saddle does a 180, and now it's in Lupescu's
You managed
belly.
to grab on to Lupescu and pull yourself back up, and that was a scare.
Yeah, the
You guys should
saddle,
really
like,
learn how to
falls
fight
between
without
his
vision.
legs.
Jesus.
Was that scene from Robin Hood Men in Tights where the saddle goes upside down and the horse runs over a bunch of rocks?
Laz, your go.
Heal.
Okay, this man goes unhostile as things.
And I yank him back too.
Yeah, you pull him back. And with that,
I got up. I forgot to mention that.
I get up. I get
I
up!
was done. I get up.
Alright, yeah.
There's so many marshals. Good God.
So, on the bright side, so many marshals that still live. So, kind of running out of the fog, a marshal kind of goes out, and he's looking around, and let me give him a wisdom save really quick. So, let's go for whiz. No, I don't think that'll work.
For Wizards of the Coast.
Wizards of the Coast. Okay, yeah, no, he doesn't see the guy. Back to the top. Let's see. That's
Fix
the only
that
guy
shit.
I can see, so... And he can actually see him, so... Okay.
Our friend.
Cheerful Joe!
Oh, God.
Oh, that's 3 hits, Cheerful Joe! Ha! Oh,
Jam.
well, wait, why did I roll 4? No, he's only supposed to do 3. That extra one was just like a block.
You gotta keep it for your next attack roll.
Oh, shut up!
God. Our buddy's running out.
22.
I'll see if I can find him.
Yeah, 3 hits as he's just pierced with 3 bolts in rapid succession as he kind of stumbles back. Oh, that hurt quite a bit. You hear that hurt quite a bit, and the successive.
This is more important. Sorry. Okay, so
Barrett, you'll have to leave the fog to work on this thing. It is
fair enough. Barrett will scurry out to here, and
You get shot in the face with a shotgun.
I do technically have oh, where was it? I was just looking at it. I do have mending. Obviously, it's not magic
but
for me, but
with this thing, you can like I would say
Duct tape. It's flex tape.
So. One thing to say is mending helps with easy stuff, and I'm going to say the same rules apply here where you can mend this mask and plug it. The filter system is fucked up, and you'll need to spend a lot more time repairing that, but you could at least give him a physical block for his face. So you snap the bolt at both ends and then kind of feed out the shaft, and then you plug up the suit to your best of your abilities. And you do that real fast, real easy. And then you kind of look over, and as your turn ends, they shamble over at you.
no, get
He's
away!
got money.
He's got money. Hey,
Get away from me! I got things to do. Oh, you bastards!
Oh, they all kind of move up and they just sort of surround you as they just start grasping at you and pulling at you like passively.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep shrugging them off.
Uh-huh.
Barrett's
Bertina,
just
your
like
go.
shooting in the air to get someone over here to get these people off of him.
Bertina.
I'm going to let Carthian go before me
Okay.
because we have an enemy to the south and I don't want to go by myself.
Parthian, you go first then.
I
You-
can't communicate to anybody, and I can't
Yeah.
see.
Lupescu kind of turns his head up and he kind of looks at you with just sort of a curious expression. Kind of, your communication with Lupescu is you don't really need words most of the time.
Yeah, no.
He's sort of asking if he can just go ahead.
Yeah, do it.
All right. So with that, Lupescu bolts out of the fog here. That's there, and then gets you here, and then even though you can't see it, Lupescu keys in on this one guy over here, and instead I'm gonna have like this is Lupescu acting on his own, so I'm just gonna have Lupescu go for a bite Cool.
Yeah.
As you guys kind of swap your movements and stuff like that. So yeah, the Pesku goes in and nabs at him, and the man manages to sort of pull himself back, getting a good head start. Only a couple of seconds to react to a full-ass direwolf breaking out of the fog, but all the same.
But here comes another dog.
But here comes another dog.
Here comes the dog.
The big bad dog. I'm gonna bite him.
You get advantage on this one because
Yes, I do. Cause I'm a bounty hunter.
A bad dog. All right. Well, I'll just do that again. Advantage. Nice. Good thing it was advantage. You dodged a 1.
Yes.
And then that's damage there. Let me do his strength save. Ooh. Do a strength save.
Go prone, you cringe.
He goes prone. He's cringe.
Cringe.
Cringe. And he takes 13 damage.
Imagine not being on your feet.
Oh! Laz, here you go.
And everyone just fucking left, huh?
Yeah, everyone runs out in every direction, and suddenly you're alone in the fog. You can't see anything. What do you do?
Yeah, I think I'm like I heard enemy to the south and
I
like,
owed.
Yeah, you heard the. Ooh!
yeah, I am going to travel all the way down here.
Okay. Nice. I'll put there.
And that was my dash action. I still have a bonus action. And I'm gonna poke him.
I'll whack him.
Whack him.
Nope.
I have an advantage. Wait.
Yes, you do.
Yay!
Okay, that does it.
Whack.
Okay, you whack him in the side. Ooh. Everyone's gotten in his sight range and all that stuff, but I still think he's a pretty good ranger. He's gonna. He goes slow. These aren't as rapid as they are, as he sort of lines up and aims particular shots, but he does have disadvantage because he's aiming into the dark and he doesn't want to hit people, so he's really shooting with the intent. If he misses, that's fine. At least he's not hitting any of you.
He just wants to do something.
Yeah. Honestly, that's fair.
Just doing anything to feel alive.
Yeah. That almost hit.
Oh my god!
Ooh. Well, the last one has trouble on the way out, but
Oh, brother, this guy stinks.
Thanks. Okay. Okay.
Is the guy that's prone's turn, or?
Yeah. He's stabbing up with that already fails, even though I didn't roll disadvantage. Let's try again.
Who's he
Nope.
attacking?
He was attacking. Oh no, that does hit the direwolf. He's attacking Cortina.
Ooh.
So go in for that hit.
Barrett comes back because things are happening.
Yes.
Ooh.
Zam!
Oh, nice. Sam. 13 to you, Cortina. All right. Bam. Okay. Next up is you,
It
Barrett.
doesn't knock me out of wolf, right?
No, that doesn't. You still have like 1 or 2 more hits
Whoa.
in you.
Barrett, why
Let
don't
me,
you go over there?
Whoa!
Okay, there we go.
Barrett.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Barrett masters the art of teleportation, that's apparently.
All right. Barrett does not have
Yeah.
any spells that could really help him out right this moment.
Uh-huh.
Oh god. Yeah.
There's a little hole at the back you could run out of, but obviously, like, yeah.
Yeah. Actually,
Just
wait.
use the Tokyo train metro experience, just barrel through people.
Yeah. Am I able to try and acrobatics through them? I know that's a Pathfinder thing. I don't know if it's a 5e thing.
Yeah,
though.
I don't think you can challenge things in 5e, but however, as I've said, these people aren't like, they are threatening, and the whole idea is that when they're next to you, you can't go through them. Though I think, especially in this situation, you can give it a strength roll to try to just barge, like, just go through them.
Yeah.
Go through 'em.
Pistol whip them.
Yeah. So let's see. Beat a 19.
Oh, that's not great.
You try to pass the rock.
it's just Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Barrett, you try to shove through them, and this one just like
He
move.
steals your lunch money. He
And-
steals your fucking lunch money.
Where you
He
going,
doesn't
punk?
budge, and as you're kind of on a bit off, you end up hitting into the swamp itself.
Who the hell are
And-
you?
God damn it. Ugh.
Everyone has gone prone at least once this session,
Yeah.
except Cortina.
I guess I'll spend half my movement to stand
Yeah.
up.
You stumble back up, holding Carthian's. You couldn't really catch yourself because you're trying to stop Carthian's mask from getting in the water. So you kind of stand up, stuck where you are. But Cortina, it's your go.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna bite him. I'm gonna bite this man.
Yes, time to bite this man. Let me do it. Gonna bite this man. Advantage. Woo! You bite the man.
Wolf back.
He's still prone.
Should we just kill this guy? I don't want to spend any more of my lay on hands.
Carthian.
A bite.
Yeah, no, Lepescu's gonna go since you can't really see well right here. And
No, I mean,
Lepescu's
I
got
can
the
see fine. I can see fine. I'm just gonna let Lupescu do it.
pack tactics. Hey, just hits.
Lepescu doesn't get to have this wolf bonding time often, so it's good to
Yeah.
let him do it.
Yeah,
Let him play.
Yeah.
I'm playing. Laz, your go.
I
It
mean,
lands to you. You have a choice
mean,
here.
You
You
can
can
bite him.
save someone's life who you know is innocent, or you could kill him
Why'd you lay it out like that?
because he's a paladin.
I am a paladin, yeah. It's 5 more points, who cares? Lay on hands.
All right, you do it. You manage to,
I kick him
guy.
and I lay on hands.
yeah, a little bit of
It's the-
spite is fitting with your oaths. So yeah, you kick him, and he kind of comes back to attention.
I
prone.
grab him by the scruff of the neck
Uh-huh.
and just pull him up and shove him like in
Yeah.
this direction. Just like
Yeah.
and give the wolves a look like
Yeah.
it's fine, stop now.
You do the Jurassic Park fucking hands up thing. So with that, there's the shambling of bodies, but no more clicks of crossbows as
Yeah, I
comes
can't
in.
heal the normal guys right now. Sorry, gang.
yeah. Let me, even though it still is very dark, for RP sake, I'm going to end the darkness on this map.
Sure.
So just keep in mind that y'all can't see shit, but
Yeah, I mean, I've got
yeah.
my big lantern, so.
yeah. So let me just pop that there, and this should be can you guys see
Checkpoint
now?
cleared. No.
No. Okay. Here, you know what? I'll just end the nighttime effect on this map as you sort of see the area.
I must say I really do like the night vision effect.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, it's nice.
So, you notice as more people just kind of seem to rush over, and again, they're just kind of limp noodles pushing against you, and eventually you see more of the village start kind of spilling.
You guys
out
want to
here.
tie these people up
Yeah, they're just kind of moving over as
like into a big ball? Just get them all together and tie a rope around them. Laz asks the party. Notices Carthan still doesn't have his mask on. Oh.
Barrett is holding the mask up as high as he can. Carthian! Oh, fuck, get out of my way, Carthian!
the marshal tries to pull some people aside and kind of move them the best he can as you sort of like move on through as well.
Barrett immediately runs over to Carthian. It's not fully fixed, but God, just get some air.
The fog fades as well.
I didn't shut it off.
Oh, okay. That's fair. That's fair.
Nobody asked, and it doesn't make a difference to me.
That's true. You guys are kind of passing over this mask in the fog. It's very inconvenient.
Oh God.
Are you okay?
Yes. I didn't breathe in too much of the gunk.
Thank God. I don't want you to be like me.
Stupid thing fell off.
I can,
I mean, they shot it. There's nothing. It couldn't be avoided.
Yeah. I mean, nice work back there. Holding your breath that long. I can fix it. I just need a proper time, and you need to catch your breath first.
Yeah, shouldn't. It'll be fine. Ideally, I'm hoping you might be able to fix it while I'm wearing it, but I mean, realistically, I understand that that's probably not going to be the case.
Maybe, but not in this fog.
Right. Cortina, can you turn off the fog? I think we're done fighting.
Yeah, I'll shut off the fog.
All right, fog shutto offo, and yeah, as you start to put everything back together here, yeah, you notice general silence as the marshal kind of steps up. Good news, brothers, we're all free, almost, to a degree. These folk have brought their healing to assist us. The marshal kind of overhears, not all of us. He kind of gestures at a dead man on the ground, and they all release a little bit of a soft chuckle as they sort of turn around, and they're like, anyways, my apologies. It seems the citizens are still somewhat caught up with things. They're just so excited to meet new people. You notice, and as you look over, you do see the citizens are like, they're still in that trance state that the marshals were in, but you do notice hints that there is no sign of real aggression in them, unlike the marshals, as they sort of seem to just be like feeling around and touching, like trying to see if you're real kind of thing, as they once again start swarming around.
He's got money.
Oh,
Hey, back up.
they don't seem to understand too well, but yes. Shall we?
I can
restrain
get
them
around to
their-
healing them tomorrow, but I'm burnt out for today. Last says tying these people up.
Understandable. Thank you so much. And they sort of, the marshals begin to assist, grabbing everyone and bringing them off. And as that occurs, finally, a calm spreads over Dazbog as you are all now, well, you're all, now you could probably get some rest.
Yeah. I'm just gonna drop a divine sense beforehand.
This is a short rest or a long rest?
This will probably, I mean, you can choose if you want to stay or short or long.
I mean, we cleared the village. Let's just pick a little hut and bunker down for the night. It's not daytime; it's night.
Yeah.
If you trust the marshals, you also don't need to have anyone stay up on a watch of any kind. Or at least outside. You could stay inside a building and have people swap off there, but
Yeah.
there's a lot of safe places you could hide in.
Where is it?
I
It's
figure we'll probably find a little hut for ourselves. I will set up an alarm around the building.
Yeah. You could very easily set up an alarm in the building, so if anyone gets inside of it, then yeah, you'll know. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop a divine sense.
Okay.
Just any undead, fey, or celestial fiend, and any place that has been blessed or desecrated, I can see it.
So there is, well, obviously there's a slight trace of energy over here. Because that's of Fey. However, you also feel a strangeness, it seems as though some of the citizenry themselves have this almost strange concoction of energy it sends you a ton of mixed signals. You're not quite sure what it was. A faintness about all of them that registers as some kind of strange, unlikely combination, God and Fey both affecting at the same time.
The lands are seemingly filled with chaotic magic.
Yeah. Hate that shit. It's everywhere.
So, there's a nice building over here that you destroyed. But yeah, I'm going to say...
I mean, there's a hole.
Yeah. I'll say that
2 holes.
we'll drag us back here.
Yeah.
As you manage to clear out Dazbog, congratulations.
We
It is
did.
now
Yeah.
Dead.
open.
And
Long rest?
on our long rest, Barrett will do a kind of like first watch sort of thing, but during that time he is going to fix Carthian's mask as quickly as he can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, before I go to sleep, if Carthian will allow me, I will dump a lay on hands cure disease on him just in case.
Appreciated.
Yeah.
All right. So, that might swap back here. You all will heal.
Yeah, long rest.
Yeah, long rest.
Oh, thank God.
And okay, nice. Yeah, no, good job, guys.
Whew.
Loot?
Loot. Well, that's a good question. Are you
Did
going
the one
to,
guy we kill have anything?
Yeah.
And
That's
everyone's just
a
cool with
repeating
us
crossbow.
taking it?
That's
They
that is
laugh at
question.
his corpse.
Are you going to take loot? Are you going to take loot from the deceased?
Oh, I'm not interested in like
Mm.
what's he got?
I don't. Yeah, I don't think we should just go around looting the
No.
houses, but I think we should investigate the village at the very least.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a weird village.
Mm-hmm. So
I'd like to sniff around and see if there's like a source of whatever's making everybody crazy.
Okay, that's very good. I'll run through those. So first off, loot wise, on the one you killed, you found another repeating crossbow and about
does
like
anyone want
14,
it?
15 bolts.
Nah, it's not worth. It's not worth.
Upsetting.
It's not worth potentially offending the
Yeah.
village where we are getting a long rest.
Yeah.
What the hell am I going to do with this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you already got one from the previous corpses, so yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm a paladin. I don't need range.
So, investigating the town. Who was interested in doing that again?
Me.
Yeah, but
Garrett, I know you'll be spending
yeah.
time with the mask. And I'm gonna say that's what you're up to.
Yep. That's
Yeah,
fair.
I'll
Could go-
investigate with Cortina.
I could go
Okay.
crossbows akimbo.
So, Carthian
gonna
and
Yeah.
yeah.
I'll also investigate the town. Yeah.
Yeah. So Carthian, you what were you doing again? Just one more time.
Sleeping.
Sleeping.
Mhm.
Great. Awesome. That's great.
You want a mushroom?
You want a
Yeah.
mushroom? All right. Perfect. We'll get back to that last. So you two end up spreading around the town. I want you to both. Let's see. You said you were going to try to explore to see about the weirdness of the area and like kind of feel it out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, with that in mind, let me this feels like it'd be your tuning to nature. So I'm just gonna roll that for you real fast. Okay, so the town is strange. It feels like a small pock of something greater, but it's hard to really tell what it is. It's more of like an after effect, like a runoff from something greater. You can't particularly piece together what's wrong with this place, besides eventually picking up on those same strange mixed signals that Lazarus had. Lazarus, would you like to maybe try doing your own spin on this?
Yeah, instead of just investigating to see what was wrong with the town, I'm gonna go through the village and
All right.
the houses and trying to locate any religious symbolism and anything like that.
Okay, so
Like,
yeah, no, that's super fair. So you do find some religious symbolism around the area. Mostly it's devoted to
any like frigging God, what is the word I'm looking for? Depredated? Any stuff that was there and was hastily removed also is my main focus.
Oh, okay. You don't see anything that was like hastily removed. Like, I would say no real signs of cults, if that's what you're getting at too. But you do see a number of basically the devotion seems to be to gods that were very popular in the South. Along like there's a split around the area. You do find a note of like One of the notes seems to be under the god which you believe you might have some sort of patronage to. You're very unfamiliar with how exactly your powers became one to you, but you do see some of those, some of that symbolism in some of the houses. Another thing that's probably more interesting to note, you do notice a large portion of civilians were actually still inside. And for the most part, the people inside seem to be sick to the point that they are just almost completely stricken in beds. They are the ones that are infected with something much worse than any of the others. It seems as though there's about 30 people in all inside the buildings that just could not move out. Their hands reach up to you, and what do you do when you go around and pass around and you see these people?
Do I know which disease they are afflicted by?
You would not know specifics, no. Though there does seem to be a spread of one building seems to have a bunch of people afflicted with a strange pox. The others are covered with deep rashes and otherwise, and some with even worse diseases that you just have never seen before. All of them, however, seem to be infected with the general things. The entire village fell prey to 2 diseases. One you're not quite sure of, and the other, the one you can cure. One that seems to be changing the way they are. It makes them dull to the world from what you recognized.
Yeah. So here's what I'm gonna do. The people who are ill to the point of not being able to move, you said they are afflicted by both of them, right?
Yes. They are affected
I
with both of
heal-
them and also even more diseases.
Yeah, if I heal the one that makes them dull towards the outside world, that will just make them experience
Pain.
all the pain.
Yeah.
So I will make the executive choice of not healing those people and just sending what Laz considers a quick prayer for them.
Mm-hmm.
Albeit
pray for you.
He doesn't really know how to pray.
Thoughts
Yes.
of
So he
Hey,
just tries.
Christian.
Yeah, you can. I will say, you can lay on hands. If you spend the points, you can cure multiple diseases. So you could take away the bad ones and then also have the dull ones. So they would just be kind of like the marshals, where they're just jovial
Yes.
at that point.
But we do need we are on a trip and
You
we
are.
we
That
need
is
to
true.
get to we need to get to the camp, and if anything's going down in the camp, as much as I want to help these people out, my loyalty
Mhm.
lies with the ward, and with
That's
the
true.
ward it shall stay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hey, Christian.
Yeah?
So there's a bunch of people with weird diseases around here, right?
That's true, Cortina. Would you like to do a little snooping?
Mm-hmm.
What are you up
Well,
to?
perfect.
A little snooping as usual.
As usual, I see. Yeah. So as you kind of check around, Laz, and you take a general idea of what the town is like, Cortina, you take a little bit of a peek yourself, and you find one of these rooms where people have been infected with stuff. And would you just like to, soak it in?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna just eat that disease.
All right, sure thing. So
Give me
all of them?
So I'm
That
going
you
to.
can?
Yeah, I'm gonna walk in as though I'm going to lay on hands, but then I'm just
And then
gonna
you
start
just lay your hands down and
lay my hands
sort it
down
up.
and start licking.
Oh my god.
You step on inside and you take this, and I have a few things. You're choosing to fail these rolls, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Me no
Okay.
see.
So, as I said, you're going to be infected with a rash, a pox. You're going to be dull to the world now, to that degree. Now, of course, Cortina, the way this works, any foreign disease is a guest in your body, and in that way, it is not as strong. I will say, if you have a way to note down some stuff, I would like to add to that.
Yes, I will note these things down.
Okay, so first off, the dulling
pharmacist.
senses one will lower your int and whiz by 1, and the rash and pox will lower your con and strength by 1.
Oof.
So dulling
that-
sense is what now?
Int and wisdom go down by 1, and your constitution and strength scores will go down by 1 too, respectively, of those diseases. However, because you are channeling these diseases in your body, if you directly contact someone or get someone with like your spore range, you can force them to make a Constitution roll, and they'll be potentially affected by it too.
No, I'm the sick lands.
Yeah, and of course, it's worse on them. They'd get a -2.
Oh my god.
You have to choose which one. You can't just unload all of them.
Oh,
But keep that in mind. You do have those effectively with you.
okay.
So yeah, you now have, just as long as you keep those notes down, we're good.
I got it.
Feel, and for roleplay, keep in mind that some of your skin is starting to chafe and sort of rash up. There are some poxes underneath your robes that have started to form around your hands and otherwise, and you sort of accelerate the progress of these things. And then finally, you feel like you're walking, everything around you feels just a little bit more, you feel your emotion, I know this is going to be a weird thing to say, but you feel your emotions start to slip a little bit. You are definitely more jaded to the world, not in a way that makes you particularly more dangerous or unpredictable, but in a way that like you don't consider stimuli around you. In a way it's kind of like that, but more severe.
Even worse than depression. Damn.
You feel like you could do anything you want to focus on, but you might be a little more tunnel visioned. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So if you've kind of been playing that way already, so just double down on that. If someone doesn't make you aware of that, then you might not do something.
Even more so.
Yeah. So, but you do get those nice, they're going to cultivate. So in the future, we might come back to those depending on how they grow.
Gross.
So
I'm out here healing people, man. I don't know what you want from me.
Yeah. I will give you the head count to Angra. You are right that it would have been quite the effort. To heal the ones inside alone, it would probably have been... it would have been at least 4 days here
Jesus.
Well, you do have spell slots you could use, so that would lower it if you were spending spell slots too, but just using lay on hands, it would take a while. And that's only the ones on the inside.
Yeah. Like, it's so many people. I think maybe if we come back or a new base is here, we could.
You can figure it out.
Yeah, I can come back here and help people.
Yeah, so...
But right now, we're on a mission.
Yeah, 2 dreams tonight. First one. Carthian. This is a strange dream, like the other ones, because, well, this one's has a slightly different flavor, I suppose. The other ones gave you a feeling of connection to the world, or they were a forebodance of the death that tree would grant, and other things like that. This time, you do feel connected, but you also feel separated. You feel, in this town, a sort of connectiveness amidst a lot of the people here. Connected by diseases of different types, different kind of networks, and all the same, it seems that there are these tiny little communities locked away inside of their huts, lonely existences shared between few. But others on the outside also sort of share the similar space, and there's something about the way that they act that just feels almost exclusive to you. All the other communities, you feel like you could reach out and touch them and join them, but this general community that everyone seems to share here, this connectiveness that almost resonates across this entire town, to everyone, from the marshals to the citizens, it all feels exclusive to you. In fact, the closest one to it isn't you. It isn't even Cortina, who seemed to have been denied earlier. You see her being partners to everyone here. Laz, maybe? Laz is a bit strange. There's parts of him that seem like they could be, but his body has evolved too far. He is a community in upon himself, removed from all others. But it's Barrett. Barrett is the one who seems closest to these people. And you ruminate on that thought, and you ruminate on your own loneliness inside of this dream. And on the other end, Lazarus, Your dream's a little simpler than that. It is simply a nightmare. The idea of moving, fighting, you're working your way across the swamp. And by the time you come back here, you've claimed victory of whatever type, and you notice the people here all rotted to death. You have a vivid memory of struggling, moving across this area, seeing all of these people simply lying limp on the ground. The citizens cast away, taken by the swamp. And the dream ends rather rapidly, with a glow, a searing light, as you feel your body lit aflame. And with that, a morning comes to everyone, as you all seem to awake and find yourselves up and around Dazbog.
I think early in the morning, since everyone's kind of equipped and not bleeding out anymore, Barrett's going to do kind of a once-over on the town and maybe even, like, chitty chat with some of the marshals of like, hey, you seen any more, like, rat folk bouncing around? And have you also heard any rumors about any of Gunbeard's guns?
Oh, those pesky little rat men. Yes, we saw them pass by. They drew a clear path around Dazbog when we engaged their scouts, but we were not quite sure what happened to them post that.
Yeah, we kind of had a run-in with them. They had Fort Riverwatch taken over, but handled that.
How tragic.
Yeah. You ever any of the rats stand out? Seem different?
Kind of stands there. Rats seeming different. I'm afraid I wouldn't know what to look for.
Yeah, that's fair. Admittedly, I'm not too sure either. But also
All the same, the other thing you asked, you were curious about Gunbeard's gun, yes?
Yeah.
Ah, well, I'm afraid I'm not too familiar where they would be now. I remember that Gunbeard himself always kept one at hand. His newest one, usually. Beyond that, he kind of considers, I do remember the captain of the guard used to wield one, special crafted for him as a gift from Gunbeard.
Oh, yeah?
He did indeed. He sort of knocks, and in case you're too excited, I don't mean the captain of the guard in Dazbog. I mean back at Lowborough.
Ah, that makes sense. Damn. Any idea what happened to him?
He kind of considers that. Well, now that I think about it, a long while he told us to stand watch, Dazbog to remain a wall against, mostly to keep things in. And I'm afraid that time is long past, as you can see, right?
Not your fault. It's a hell of a fight.
That it is.
So what are you guys gonna do now?
What else is there to do? Stand guard at Dazbog.
Yeah.
We'll make sure to cordon off to make sure we don't catch that disease again. We'll need to be extra careful since the citizens still have it.
Yeah, definitely give them space.
They sure don't like that.
Yeah, I know. So, hey, we're probably gonna be heading out soon. You got any suggestions on, safe routes?
Kind of considers that. Well, he kind of looks at your map, and he charts a very predictable course, honestly. He points out how if you were to go around the, basically the way you're expecting, if you dip around the side, and if you're heading back over here, you'll cut around. So basically to head up northeast, about a day's travel. And then, let me just double check the measurements again of that. Yeah, if you head northeast, probably a bit more than a day, probably like 2 days. And on the third day, if you head north after marching northwest for the morning, you'll probably find your way back to camp pretty easily.
Okay.
So basically 2.5 days northeast and then about 2 more days north, moving at a good pace.
That's kind of what Barrett expected, but was like, just in case, they might know something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Barrett will just...
If you jump against the wall 35 times, you'll clip through the world.
Yeah, man, you never know. Barrett just gives the guy a salute.
Yeah, well,
Thanks a bunch. And he's gonna go back to the little hut with the rest of the crew.
All right. So you head on back there and arming up. Are you all ready to head out?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Let's
Okay.
ride.
Yep.
Okay. So we go to depart. All right. So checking the time. We got. Alrighty. Okay. So I'm just gonna give us some rolls really fast as
Yeah.
we depart. So you head out from Dazbog, leaving the newly awakened marshals behind to defend the city, or town, I should say.
Mhm.
And with that, we're gonna start doing some rolls. Let me put back on blind so we don't don't reveal anything. So do. Alrighty. So, you manage to head off. You have directions and a general idea where you're going, so it doesn't seem to be too big of a deal as you start heading off northeast. The rain from the previous night has sort of made everything a little, extra humid, I should say. There's a chill running through the swamp, as not too bad, but definitely the wetness of everything around. You all have to start moving through. You managed to fix up Carthian's mask really fast and get that back on him as you start to head northeast. And almost peacefully, wonderfully uneventful, the day ends up passing by, and
Nice.
you end up heading by at night. And how would you like to set up night? Is there a general formula you want to kind of keep during this travel section?
Yeah.
I mean, Barrett will always set up an alarm.
Yes.
Laz will always try to dig up a little trench just in case of a sick storm.
Okay, that sounds good. Okay, so that in mind, and Carthian and Cortina.
I got nothing.
Generally going to try to, just keep watch and pay attention to any signs that Lupescu might give that we are being approached.
Okay, that's good. Okay, so lucky. You guys end up marching
Lucky
north.
for whom?
That's always the question, isn't it?
The
Lucky for the viewers, often very bad.
Oh.
You all end up heading.
Content.
Content's good. You end up heading northeast more after an uneventful night. I say uneventful. Mostly, it was chattering insects, other things like that. If there are any things lurking in the forest, they seem to flee or leave rather quickly. As you all head up northeast, and by the time night falls, there is something strange that happens. It isn't anything as grandiose as a monster attack or sinister as lurking eyes in the dark, but instead an overwhelming feeling. That light chill of the swamp that's been with you for the past couple of weeks at this point, honestly. That seems to intensify ever so suddenly as you all find yourself wandering, and a very strange thing starts to happen. Something that, to you, Carthian, you're more than familiar with. However, not here. Definitely not here. It starts to snow. You start to see snowdrops fall down, and at first you feel like it's your mind playing trick with you. Some kind of strange, maybe spore or otherwise, but the cold feeling of the snow splashing against your hand tells you everything you need to know. As you wander and you find... I'll drag you all to a map now. Let me stop the music first.
Divine sense.
I will let you do that in a second. What's everyone's reaction to this?
Divine sense.
Divine sense, yeah.
I mean, Barrett's certainly confused. I don't think he's going to take hostile action just yet because it's more just like, this is just some Fey bullshit, probably.
Don't look at me. It's hydrogen, not spores.
Start looking at, start wiping the eyes of my goggles.
Yeah.
What?
That's a question. Is it actually like starting to feel cold? Oh, no.
Mm-hmm. You look over this way, and yeah, you start to feel very cold. You already prepared for a little chill, but this definitely brings it up a notch as you stumble forward. And I'll finally give you that result. Result now.
There's 2 Carthians.
Oh, there are. Oh, what the? Get out of there. Let me drop.
Carthian Blanco.
There we go. So, Lazarus, you sense around the area, and despite any sense of logic or anything where you had stepped in the woods, you were moving by, and ever so suddenly, everything around you reads of Fey. To the branches, the flowers, the mushrooms, the trees themselves, it's radiating this almost sickly energy that registers as some kind of Fey to you.
Everything here radiates Fey energy. Fey magic.
Great.
It's almost as if we are in the Feywilds themselves.
Barrett just kind of looks around.
Why the fuck would it be here? Like, there's definitely been more Fey activity, which is weird by itself. But entire landscapes? That don't make sense.
Barrett thinks about, like, I'm sure Jasper probably informed him of what, like, Ikmar's plan was. It's just like, yeah, but there's no way he could have acted on that. And why the fuck would he do it out here?
Mm-hmm. Definitely doesn't register as anything new. No, that's the wrong wording. It definitely does not register as anything familiar to you, I would say. It does not seem as though it would be a natural extension of Ikmar's plan. It also does not seem to be, well, you certainly haven't heard any reports. Laz, you haven't seen anything like this. Neither of you, Cortina.
Just as a reminder, I'm sure this goes without saying, but don't say your name or anyone else's name out loud here.
Fair enough.
Got it.
I was about to say the same joke.
Cortina, you're kind of, how are you feeling here? What's going on? You're kind of focused in, so what are you focusing on right now? Nothing else really seems to register.
I guess, seeing as I can't see what's going on around me, it's snowing, but does it feel like it's snowing? If that makes sense.
It does. It definitely feels like it's snowing. As the sudden increasing chill and everything, it feels completely identical to what you imagine snow would be like. Because Cortina, this is all new to you.
Yeah.
You feel this droplet of snow land on your palm, and it almost stings after being cold. And you kind of just brush it off, and then, or I think you actually just keep it on your hand. It's just staring at it as it sort of, you watch this melt in your hand rapidly.
Yeah, she's probably just staring at it.
Well,
Does anyone have a compass?
compass? Yeah, I probably got one.
You pull out the compass, the camp compass, the one you had. It seems to be spiraling. Yeah, it's spiraling out of control right now.
I had a feeling.
Goddamn magic. Well,
I don't suppose any of us carries code steel, right? Cold iron.
No. That shit's expensive and hard to get.
I don't touch metal.
Yeah, that's fair. Listen, I think our best course of action is pick a direction and just go straight. It's not ideal, but what other option do we have at this time?
Is there anyone around us? I light my lantern of see invisibility, basically.
Yeah, you draw your lantern around, casting the light in the surroundings, and this portion of the woods seems empty of life. Besides the burgeoning life of foliage.
Let's all stay close.
Indeed.
So, as you all begin moving up, who here is good wants to track with no compass, it falls to you guys to figure out your direction. So I'm going to ask if anyone has like any ability to do that. They take the
I'm
lead.
sure I've got some
Probably,
survival
yeah.
skills.
Yeah, let's see.
Yeah.
I think as we go, because I can just like craft dumb little shit, courtesy of where is it? Improvised engineering. Barrett, as we go, is just gonna make like essentially glow sticks and like drop them just so we know where
Okay.
we've been at least.
Yeah. So, I'll say, yeah, I think Carthian and Cortina seem good at this because Cortina, you're like in terms of navigating, that's definitely one of your things. Carthian, you are the scout, so I think you two give me rolls.
Survival.
Survival, yes.
What about Lupescu? Does he have survival?
Survival, he
Survival?
He does not have survival training.
Okay, that's fair. I guess he's a
Popper.
he grew up he grew up in the burbs.
Yeah.
Mm. There you go.
Carthian,
Ooh.
you kind of take the lead, and in the strange forest of magic, you, all the same, follow a few guidelines. The simple tricks you're not quite sure of, the side of moss grows on in the rocks, all of that stuff isn't really for sure, but you sort of, it is night, and even though this is a strange world and the sky seems to be almost warped in some ways, you still try to find some stars to follow along with some other simple tactics of the trade to scout your way forward.
All those shrooms I've been eating was practice.
Really, honestly, you do
Should really
pretty
feel at
attuned
home.
here. Yeah. You manage to take your attunement as well as your ability to track, and you sort of bring yourself forward with the group. And I'll say, despite everything, you keep the group northeast going forward. So let me do this. And I'll
Let's
move you all
go,
back there.
Carthia.
Way to go, Carthian.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone agrees. We're going back through Boggersboro next time.
Yep.
So you get there, and then one thing is, as you kind of continue making your way forward, I will
Can you mark
say,
down on the map the rough location of the patch of
yes,
Feywild?
absolutely.
It's like right here, right?
Yeah, I'll say it's here. Let me. Actually, it's
Maybe
probably
Just
around-
slap down fairy bullshit right here.
it was like around here, you'd say.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I will say one thing: it's getting late. So, I'll follow the same protocol for sleep unless you want to adjust anything.
Yep. I think
Oh,
I think we're just gonna.
Okay, yeah.
If it ain't
You
broke,
fall asleep in the Feywild, and despite the strangeness of it, you do manage to get to sleep rather peacefully. It's much calmer here. However, your dreams are much stranger. There's revelry in some of them, all sorts of oddities that occur during this section of sleep. Nothing of meaning, nothing too particularly concerning to the point of mention, but strange dreams, good sleep. You awake very, very motivated. As you prepare to head north. A little more northeast than north. So you continue down that path, and as you sort of go, one thing that becomes apparent is as you start going, it seems that the day goes and you continue to wander through the Fey, and it doesn't seem to stop so quickly. However, as you sort of go, you do feel like you're making progress as you keep heading throughout this area. But by the end of it, even though this place is empty and cold, you do manage to start finding your way through, but by night you're still in it. And I am going to have to ask people to roll me some constitution saves from the cold.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, I also am making a point not to eat anything while we're here.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Well, now you want to not eat stuff.
Whoa, I saw that one. That was scary.
That one is
the
very
duality
scary.
of man.
Yeah. So,
+3 from being with Laz.
Okay. No.
The first
That
one
does
was for
sound like-
Lupescu.
I mean, it's a critical failure.
Right?
Even if I did like moment of genius or whatever the hell it is,
Yeah.
I don't think it would help you.
Yeah, in this case, I'll for the same ruling I did on the one against the dude, I'll pull here.
Yep.
At a certain point, it's about late afternoon, and Carthian.
The guy from North starts feeling too cold to walk.
Yes, in this case, yes, he does, and that
Oh,
should
the
be
bear's gonna
concerning enough
muck
to
you
know.
To hell.
You don't know what it is, but something about the cold here clings harsher than the north sometimes. Long exposure here, it seems to seep through your very skin. Your armor's frigid to the touch. Your body is starting to react poorly. And
Stay still for a moment, Carthian. I'm gonna cast Lesser Restoration on him.
let's see. Let's see.
One disease or a condition.
Does not can be blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned unless it's a disease. None of those apply here. So Carthian, you can push on, but you'll take a level of exhaustion, or you might need to sit here and like light a fire and basically like warm up a bit.
Kind of intuitively, which is weird for Cortina. Cortina is just going. I'm going to cast Control Flames, and I'm just going to carry a fire by him to keep him warm without him asking.
Okay,
Thank
so
Have some wine.
Okay. Have a gallon of wine. Yeah, you bet.
What could go wrong?
I feel great.
How long does Control Flame last? To ask.
It's a cantrip, so I can just keep on casting it forever.
True. So let's see. Okay. Yeah, we'll say that with the Control Flame, Carthian, I will give you an advantage on this. So if you succeed on this next roll, you might be able to like continue moving forward. If not, you'll definitely need to stop.
Cool.
Come on, baby.
And I get a 20 and a 1 and a 10. I am all.
I mean, in this case, you with the +3 from Laz and stuff like that, I think that would still affect, because Laz, that +3 is to any saves, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, you do manage to push forward and you rest up the night there. The cold starts to get to everyone a little bit, but
Can I reinforce everyone's clothes with my weaver's tools?
you could try to get to that tonight. You could try to just give everyone an extra layer as yeah. When the next morning comes, the strangest thing about the snow is it doesn't seem to pile up too much. It seems as though it almost seems to melt away once it touches the ground and doesn't seem to stick around. But even so, it's still frigid here, and there are some small ice crunches as you move forward. And eventually, you stumble out of this patch. By the third day after the morning, you manage to get out.
Can I grab a leaf,
you felt.
like
You can
a
grab a
blade
leaf,
of
yes.
grass or
Sure.
something like that before we leave?
Yeah. You do. You grab a blade of grass as you all stumble out, and greeted by the familiar sicklands, the temperature raises up a little bit. Still cold, but nowhere near as cold as that. You take off those extra layers that Laz found as you sort of stumble up, and you find yourself going north now. Your compass once more working as one more roll of this, so let me give that a go.
I've never had that happen to me here before.
I hate to say it, I don't know if we can go back that way. That was so much time.
Oh, lucky. Okay, so yeah, you all stumble out, and
How can we tell?
you end up going out that way, and you think it's been at least a little bit, but finally you imagine, judging by where you are, and kind of reading the surroundings of this area, it seems like you're getting close to camp. It seems you get back to camp the afternoon of the next morning as you rest one more time, and finally
Hey, spills a lot back.
you all, oh yeah, everyone's got a lot of their shit back at this point. You're all doing pretty good despite the frigidness of before.
I'll click long rest. There's not much reason to do it, but I'll do it just in case.
Yeah,
For funsies.
for funsies.
As
Okay.
a treat.
So I'm gonna drop you all down here, and
After we leave the wilds, do I still have the leaf and the blade of grass that I took?
yes, you do.
Ooh. I put them in a little container
and stuff it in my bag.
Okay. So, let's do this. With familiarity.
Much to speak with Eleanor.
Yes.
Much to speak.
Tell me where is Gandalf, for I much desire to speak with him. You stumble back into the campsite. The familiarity of the clean air and everything as you kind of move back in, and the first one who sees you, hey, look who it is! You're alive! Cool!
Yeah, right back at you. So,
Bear kicking back on a chair, a few discarded bottles of alcohol just kind of laying around as he kind of kicks back. They seem old. As he sort of just waves over, kind of spinning a knife in his hand. I've got something fun to show you, but maybe go report in first, you know?
yeah.
I'll save the surprise.
Oh, yeah. Sounds
Can't
great.
wait.
Kind of peeking around. Everyone sorts to look. Welcome back! Everything go well? You were gone longer than we expected.
Yeah, sorry about that.
We had to do more things than we expected.
But, not...
Did Bear tell you... She kind of stopped. Did Bear tell you about the Keeper?
What keeper? What?
I was gonna save it, but he kind of like leans back on the chair, stretches. Oh yeah, you'll be there in a second. He kind of points a thumb over at this open grave area. Come take a look.
Why'd you kill one?
Here, buddy. Your moment of... He kind of turns over, and the answer is almost answered by him talking as he's sort of like, here's the moment of truth, buddy. We're going to see what happens to you. It's going to be great. All right? The man down there, you kind of look down, and you see, sure enough, in that shining armor, however rotted over time, covered with tons of grime and rust, you see a fucking keeper shoved in his little timeout corner in the grave.
What? Baird, what the fuck is this?
Okay, now let me set the fucking scene for you, all right? Here we are, a few days after a weird fucking frog attack, and in comes this asshole just wandering into town as we're just sitting around making up some shit. I'm being busy as hell and all that shit, but anyways, he kind of turns over and he's just kind of looks. This guy shows up, and he's getting chased by this big fucking beetle covered with slime. So we kick the thing's ass, of course. We turn over, and he just starts cowering. He throws the sword to the ground, dips his head into the dirt, and starts crying. Can you believe that shit?
Why didn't you keep the beetle?
Alrock kind of, he kind of looks over. He's like, why would we keep the beetle? It was like gross.
This person seems gross.
Yeah, but he's not dead yet. So Eleanor kind of pulled me back from him and stuff like that. We tried to question him, but he was kind of forgetful on his own way, right? But yeah, we've kind of kept him here. I've been keeping watch. We've had him tied and everything. Not too much worry to feed him. So he kind of kicks the guy's side of his helmet and he kind of looks up. Alrock. Keeper Alrock.
Alrock. Okay.
Yeah,
Alrock.
yes.
You mind telling me what you're doing here?
It's been a long time. I'm losing some knowledge of it, but he kind of thinks. I'm gonna have him roll a roll really quick for me. Let's do.
Does this look like some kind of brain parasite or some shit?
You couldn't tell from a distance. That's 3. Okay.
Does he have his helmet on?
He does have his helmet on. He rolled really bad. I've just turned myself back to public, but he rolled a 3. He's like, I don't know.
How long have you been a keeper?
Let me have him roll again.
Oh my god, buddy.
I don't know.
Laz removes his gauntlet, revealing a hand completely covered in white fur with black stripes. He removes his other gauntlet. He jumps down the grave, grabs the Skeeper by his chest plate, gets him up, claws the straps in his helmet, cutting the thing, and just tosses the helmet aside.
Oh, you look at this guy. I don't actually have an unhelmeted icon for this guy.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
But he has the most unassuming kind of. It seems his hair has grown longer. It's kind of a straightish hair that kind of falls to the side. It seems to have grown wildly. But even despite that, this man can't seem to grow a beard. Instead, just a light, like haze of brown over his face as he sort of looks at you with these weary, confused eyes as he kind of stares directly at you. What's? I swear,
Does
I don't.
he look sick?
He looks. He doesn't particularly look sick, actually. Like, not diseased, you'd say. He looks raggedy as hell, but it seems like he's been properly anointed from disease in some way.
Barrett's gonna pick up the helmet and examine it. Does there seem to be like a big dent in the side of it by chance?
It seems all the
Concussed,
armor is
maybe?
generally worn in some way, but you can't see like concussion signs or anything like that. It seems the helmet's done good to protect him.
Well, I think for his own safety and having a sense of security.
Barrett just like gently tosses the helmet back to him. All right, Alrak, here's the deal.
He grabs it and quickly shuffles it back on ever swiftly as he looks up. Yes?
I need to know if you're worth keeping around, and if we can even trust you.
I don't. He kind of like shuffles around. I swear, I mean no harm. I was lost. I was looking around and I saw this. Well, was chased in here at least by a beast.
Yeah.
Whatever you need, I can help.
Barrett puts up a hand.
First and foremost, try to breathe a little more. I got no interest in capping you unless you provoke. And so far, I ain't intimidated by you. Just, not to be rude, just being honest.
I don't know. He feels like a boy.
Yeah.
He might be more valuable as a corpse.
How old did he seem?
Yeah.
This man is at least like 40.
Oh, really? Okay, so he's been
Yeah.
around the block.
And wait, so when did Payne come here again?
10 years ago.
Yeah, about 10 years ago. Barrett looks over to Lazarus.
You're able to detect, undead, yeah?
Yeah. Yes,
He
I
just
can.
gestures.
Divine Sense.
All right. You cast Divine Sense, and there's a kind of like, as you do that, there doesn't seem to be anything divine to him, no. Though, let me check again. What are the things you can read with that once more? You can read a lot, right?
Undead, divine, demonic, fey, and that's about it. I can also detect cursed things and blessed things, hallowed
All right.
ground and desecrated ground.
You can sense some fey manipulation.
Oh.
Fair's got him.
Barrett.
Fair. I mean, given what just happened, given what we just went through.
Yeah, that's true.
I can restore him to his senses, probably.
Yeah. Why don't you
How
do
long?
that?
How long do you think it would take?
6 seconds.
Oh, all right.
Cool, that's about as much time as I need.
Barrett like loads one shotgun shell.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Before we Laz
Oh, nice.
does anything, he very violently turns him around, shoves him against the gravestone and the ground, and just ties his hands behind his back.
Baird produces his knife and kind of like rests it a bit at his side, standing on the gravestone, crouched out, ready to execute.
Stabs on behind his knee to make him kneel, and I will cast a minor restoration to get rid of any mind ailing effects on him.
So you do that, and there's a sort of like snap as his head sort of just kind of looks up, He kind of gazes at you and back behind, and his head kind of turns around, and he doesn't seem particularly surprised, but he does seem to be contemplating something. What a rotten run of luck.
Oh, you sound different, buddy.
Oh, he kind of dips his head down a bit as he sort of just looks down at the gravestone. This is
Got
where I
lost.
die.
Got lost while walking around with pain, I assume.
How do you know that?
I know a lot of things, you pig.
Okay, hang on. Remember, you catch more flies with honey. So, listen here, shit lips. We're well
Just imagine he sits on the chair. He's shit the honey, sits on the chair, cracks beer. Listen here, you shit lips.
We happen to come across some information over at Riverwatch Keep. You familiar with that location?
He kind of stops as he looks up. Overwatch Keep. Yes, I remember going back there a while ago.
Nah. How long ago would you say by chance? Was it actually 10 years?
10? He kind of seems confused at that. And then he's like, it's been 6.
Oh, fuck. Well,
So you've been wandering around. You've been wandering aimlessly through the swamp for 4 years.
He kind of like looks down. Abandoned, more like. What's the point?
Ran out of usefulness, huh?
Left to die.
Found something scary and they ran away?
He kind of considers that nothing scary, really. Not at first. On the way back, once we left, we were ambushed. I split off, got trapped under a log. No one came looking.
ambushed by what?
Some horrid beast. He tries to withdraw the details. Some kind of large bear with claws that almost felt like steel.
A bear? You talking about a bog beast?
What?
Okay, maybe not. Did it have fur or not?
It did.
Oh, shit. Looks around the group. Anybody see any fucking bears around here?
As a note, if this happened, like, let's say this was like 10 years ago,
Yeah.
as he says. By that
Dog
point,
beasts were different, yeah.
but whatever happened 10 years ago, of no consequence now. It's probably gone.
Yeah, for
Replaced
sure.
by something worse.
Yeah, that's true. Barrett just kind of like hems and haws on that a bit.
Yeah, so, your mission specifically was to come here with a one Charlotte Payne, yeah?
He kind of nods.
Right. Did she give you the specifics of what that job was?
This one is like a foot soldier, right? He's no like
Oh, yeah.
Not a clue.
Yeah.
And you get that vibe, yeah, as he says that too. This
yeah,
is
he's
quite
not wearing
literally a nobody that they shoved off. You got left behind, and they just left him there.
Shit. That's rough, buddy.
How long have you been a keeper?
Enlisted when I was. He kind of thinks about it. A little late. Enlisted when I was 25.
Oof.
Before or after they started
got
to
transferred.
transfer the druids.
Yeah, he kind of like, I got transferred from a local town, and he kind of what did you say? You say something?
Before or after they started to genocide the druids.
Oh, that's after.
Yeah, he's that's an after point. Yeah, he kind of looks up at you and he's like, it was a war. We were at war. What are you talking about?
A one-sided war is a slaughter.
Yeah.
Laz removes his helmet. Looks
kind
him
of-
in the eye.
You kind of look through the slots of his helmet. You can see his eyes in there, and he seems to be a bit shocked looking at you as he kind of like leans back against the gravestone.
See something you like?
Yeah,
Wow.
what you're talking about there, Keeper Buddy, that's good old fear-mongering propaganda. Sorry to burst your bubble, but not a justice cause.
Would you like some news flash? Would you like for us to catch you up on everything?
Barrett puts a hand up. Not everything. Let's make that much clear.
He kind of stops. Yeah.
It might not be necessary. I mean, if we're just going to kill him and get it over with, then he doesn't need the history lesson.
I do believe it is important for people to know the consequences of their actions.
Very well.
He sort of just slumps down. What's the point? If you're going to kill me, just do it already.
Yeah. Right. I mean, I feel like you've gotten a pretty good punishment so far. Really, my main question is have you killed any druids?
He sort of turns over and he shakes his head no.
Have you wanted to?
He let me think about that. As judging by him, what he said. He sort of just gives you like this kind of shrug. Back 10 years ago, I would have done anything Payne asked me to. What a joke.
Not sold on the whole keeper thing anymore, huh?
He sort of just shakes hand. Can't say I'm much sold of any cause.
Well, I think it's important for you to know then. That little excursion that you were part of resulted in the king and queen being poisoned with the Sicklands.
Yep. And guess what? Payne's now running the show. More or less. Queen's still kicking. Tough old bird she is. But Payne's basically leading it now.
She even has a new title. Conqueror Payne.
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic. He sort of just dejectively leans and gets comfortable in this fucking gravestone.
So, I don't want to speak for anyone else here. And honestly, if anyone I want to hear from most right now, it's you, Cortina.
Yes, why?
Well, you are druid. What are your thoughts on this situation?
Druids live and die as anyone else.
All right, fair enough.
Intention doesn't matter. We will all eventually return to Earth.
You know, you do frighten me, Cortina, but I do wonder if the world would function a little better if we thought like you. All right, so here's my thought process. Ulrich, Al. Listen here, Al.
Hey.
Yeah.
Be quiet, Law.
So, Al, right now, you seem a little lost, directionless, unemployed, homeless, a lot of bad things going on in your life.
Literally a foot in the grave.
Yeah. Well, more than that at this point.
In this case.
If you want, I'm willing to give you the opportunity of a lifetime. Purpose. How would you like to tag along on our fun little excursion deep into the Sicklands? Because there might be other useful things in that noggin of yours. And he just like pokes him in the side of the head with the barrel of the gun. And who knows? Maybe we'll become friends by the end. I ain't gonna hold my breath. But
an opportunity to forgive yourself. Not what is the word? Lazarus doesn't. He's not. Yeah, atone for high treason, even if you didn't know.
He sort of dips his head. Doesn't seem like I had much of a choice.
Well,
you do. You can say no and die.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I didn't want to straight. Yeah, we'd probably kill you. But Barrett just like you see Barrett's like pretty careless with guns every once in a while. Like he's just scratching the side of his head with a shotgun. Yeah. But tell you what, I'll let you think on that because I need to report to main lady who's kind of running things here at least. And this is a big decision, but on the positive side, Chester's the Grave already got a nice bed.
He sort of just sits there. As it is always, Alrock just minds his business, follows orders, and gets fucked over, I guess. He just kind of bangs his head against the tombstone.
Sorry, buddy. You've got the wrongest group
Yeah.
of people here.
This
There's a
Baird,
beer bottle inside.
Baird taps him on the head. Good job, buddy. She's like, looks like you get to stick with us a little while longer. Great for you. He kind of vaults over, runs up. Hey, is this like smart? Is this like wise?
Baird, it's not a terrible idea because there's some bad shit out there, and I don't feel like going first anymore.
Oh, he pats you on the shoulder. He approves.
Oh, thank
you want me-
God. Baird
me
will
to-
now ignore you. Oh, thank
You want me to
God.
grab his sword?
Oh, he's
Nice and
armed?
fancy, great sword. Yeah. No, not anymore. I took that shit.
Oh.
I'm saying I give it back to him.
Looks over his shoulder and kind of thinks about it.
Yeah. Not right now. We'll think about it. Sword magic?
I don't know.
Let me see it. I can smell it.
All right. He kind of runs off. It's like, oh, hey, Eleanor's just been kind of lurking around the corner, listening in as you guys kind of approach up. He heads on inside.
Laz does a deep bow.
Yeah. She kind of nods her head. And then kind of emerging out, Baird comes out like holding kind of clunkily this huge greatsword. You wanna take a look, Baird?
Yeah, Barrett will look at it and just more out of spite and curiosity. So what would I be rolling for that?
Hate.
Yeah.
I'd be detecting it'd be like Arcana kind of adjacent. So even though you don't like Arcana,
should do.
Oh,
what's it? Insight.
I think I can actually ritual detect magic.
Yeah, yeah. So you can get that.
Or wait, no. Oh, I identify actually.
Yeah. Go for that.
You lick it, spit it on the floor.
But if I do ritual, it will not cost a spell slot. So yeah, he'll just ritual cast. And by ritual cast, it just means he pulls out like his tools and sits down and like thoroughly examines it.
All right. So yeah, you're gonna get on that, and that's ritual. So that'll take a little bit, right?
Yeah, it's like 10 minutes, I think.
Yeah. So you'll just start kind of sitting with this, and you'll just kind of poke at it from time to time. You hit it with some materials and see how it responds. And meanwhile, Eleanor's there. What was up, Laz?
I want a scene with Ellie, but it may be a little bit of a long one.
Okay.
So if anyone wants to do something else, please go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah. Carthian.
Last has a lot to talk with Ellie. Yeah.
True. Carthian.
Nothing super springs to mind at the moment.
Okay.
Mostly just glad to be back in the circle.
You can tuck
Yeah.
your mask here.
You can take it off. Yeah, that's true.
Mhm.
I'll deposit mask off, Carthian.
Take my mask off, wipe off my greasy face,
Yeah.
and
God, we need a shower. We all
take a fucking shower so that
Yeah.
I can get this mud butt condition
Mud butt.
taken care of.
Luckily, there seems to be tons of water back at camp. While you were gone, Tani had been busy basically just creating food, creating water, doing all of that, and none of it could last, but the water does. The food doesn't, the water does, so there's like gallons and gallons of water, so you can take quite a liberal bath here and wash up very nicely.
Yep.
Laz will also wash off before he goes to speak with Ellie.
All right. Real fast, Cortina.
Mm.
You're still standing over there next to Alrock.
Yeah,
what's going on over there?
That guy's neat. I'm
Yeah.
talking to him.
All right, yeah. He kind of turns over and he sees you and he kind of looks and he's like, "Can I help you?"
I find you interesting.
He sort of keeps a look.
He blushes.
I think you're the first person who has.
The helmet blushes.
You are at the precipice of life and death, with the choice to make of your own. What do you intend to do?
He sort of looks down as he's just like, why even make a choice? At this point, I've been down here for so long. I've lost track of time and text, and he kind of just sits around there. What does it even matter if I die now or die later? Why resist? Put up a fight? For what? I've been abandoned. There's no point in it.
I think you might be right. If you were to choose life, I'm sure they would use you to do the most dangerous things. You would be at risk every time you go out. And if you were to die, then I would use your corpse.
You notice he sort of shudders at that, but then he just kind of like leans back and, oh, it just feels like death's for me. Maybe they'll give me a drink or something before then.
Seems as though there is no choice then.
He kind of nods his head. Suppose not. Is there ever a choice? When did I start having choices to make? He kind of just reflects on that for a second.
Unless there's something that you want to do, something that gives you meaning.
Let me roll a wisdom for him. Let's roll your wisdom, buddy. What do you got? He sort of kind of thinks about that, and then he just kind of kicks his foot into the dirt of the grave. What's the point of going after anything nowadays? My honor's gone. No chance to live up to my name. Nothing.
Some carbon find meaning in redemption, perhaps honor. But at the end of the day, all carbon just lives to continue living.
He kind of thinks. He just sort of nods his head, sitting there, sort of. Why even approach me with all of this? Not interesting. What about me seems so interesting? You've admitted yourself there's no real choice here.
I suppose I'm trying to understand what something thinks.
Kind of. Well, I guess in a situation like mine, something thinks there's really no point. Oh, it's apathy, if you're aware of that.
Yes, I'm quite aware of that. It actually makes you all the more interesting. Everyone I travel with seems to care about things. If your apathy means you have no reason to live, but also no reason to die, then why not just continue to live?
Sort of like,
Perhaps in time you can find a reason to not be apathetic.
he sort of considers that, and I think in that moment, you notice there's a slight switch in his attitude as he sort of turns over to you and kind of adjusts in his seat. Well, I have a question for you.
No, I'm kidding.
I have a question for you. What do I do? How do I keep on living if every avenue seems to lead to death?
That's a question for everyone. Even with complete freedom, every avenue leads to death. It's inevitable.
He sort of just sits back. I think there's one thing. If I can think of one thing I want right now, I want my father's sword back. He sort of slowly stands up and sort of ungracefully tries to get out of the grave, but in his armor, he
Hands
sort of
are
like
tied behind
scrambles
his
up.
back.
Yeah, he's like tries to reach up, but his hands are tied, and he just kind of like falls back. Shit. He slams his head back into the grave. Oh, what's the point? He just starts laughing at that statement, sort of sitting back at the grave, caught up in the whole just absurdity of the situation. At which point he seems to cancel the dialogue as you just kind of sit there and watch him a little longer.
You exhausted the NPC's dialogue.
After
He's just
that,
gonna-
he just says there
he
are
just-
many monsters in the cave to the east.
Yeah. He's just gonna repeat, what's the point? And then laugh a bit
Dot,
every time you talk to him. Dot, laugh. So,
We found Crestfallen Knight. Let's go.
Ellie kind of comes like there and is like, yeah, hey, Laz.
Laz just got done washing off like the kilograms of mud that were on him.
Here, let's look at this sword over here so they can actually have a moment.
Bear's like,
Don't you,
I mean,
if you want to resolve the sword stuff before I talk to
nah,
Ellie.
don't worry about it. We'll do this now. Baird fucks off. He's gonna go make fun of the knight a little longer. That's really what happens. You try to keep talking, but Baird interrupts all your questions with stupid nonsense. What's the point? This is the point. Point that is.
How tall is Fane? I bet she's a midget. It's fucking fucking Beavis.
Beavis, yeah. Baird reaches up and he just like what's the point of living? This is the point. He points at his dagger point.
He points at his dick.
Yeah. Laz, Ellie kind of turns over. Hey. How did things go?
Oh, that was quite a trip. Laz is like drying his hair off. Like he's not wearing his cloak or his.
I'm sure the
plate.
bath's nice. I'm sure the bath's
Oh, you
nice.
bet. Oh,
Yeah.
let me tell you, we fought a bunch of dudes, and like Laz starts heading inside. God, we all fell into the mud. It was so sad. It was so freaking sad. Like sits on the
Oh.
bed, still drying
Damn.
his hair.
Sounds like a rough time.
Oh, you bet. Thankfully, and I will say so, the only person who knew I fell was Cortina, because everyone was inside some very thick fog. But I'm sure they could tell by the amount of mud in my
Probably.
face.
Yeah. I mean, they could maybe hear the splash, the metal. I don't know.
I
Yeah.
suppose I am quite noisy, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I do have some stuff for you, but I wanted to talk to you before that.
Okay. Shoot.
It's been on my mind ever since we left the camp for the first time. I was quite rude towards you.
Kind of turns over, kind of looks at you. Yeah, continue.
You had just lost a friend, and I snapped back at you, saying you shouldn't worry about that now. That was, now that I think about it, incredibly insensitive of me, and
You notice
I
that
want to apologize.
she seems a little surprised at first, and then there's a bit of a weariness that had washed over her from now. But then you notice that there's like a the kind of laugh, and then she looks at herself like, I really shouldn't be laughing. This is really serious. Oh, I'm sorry. It's been 2 weeks in literal hell. I forgot. Oh, Laz, it's okay. It's okay. I know you have trouble
No,
with this
it's,
sometimes. I know I was frustrated. It's not. I still think about it. It's rough, but I mean, we've had to deal with fighting things coming into camp. We got ambushed at least twice. It was wild. I got stabbed. It was crazy.
What?
It hurt. I'm better now.
Let me see it.
No, it's fine. She pulls up the arm, kind of just seceding it. Look, right there, a tiny little scratch. I can call myself a real member of Ebon Ward now. I got a wound. That's great. She kind of pushes its back. Don't worry about me. I can hold my own. Everyone did fine, and Tani was very good at the healing and all of that. She kind of just waves her hand. I'm happy to see all of you came back all right.
Yeah. Laz is just contemplating for a bit. I do believe, after some reflecting upon myself and not blaming the beast, uh, I do believe that after reflecting a little bit, I've come to understand why I replied in such a rude manner.
Kind
The
of
truth is, Ellie, I am very upset at you right now.
she kind of looks, huh?
The fact that you are here. I know that it is stupid for you not to be here. Because you are the brains of the operation. You are the kingpin of this entire board.
She
But
kind of like,
I am. You have to understand. I am terrified of not being able to protect you.
she kind of like rubs her forehead.
I am. If there's one thing that makes me panic, is the thought of me not being able to repay you for what you've done to me. For me.
Okay, Laz. I
Now I leave
understand,
camp and you
but-
get stabbed.
No, Laz, come on. Hang on. She kind of stops. How do you think I feel? You're running out all the way into the forest all the time, and even before it's even worse, you're getting closer to Loboro. You think I'm not worried sick every moment too, thinking about what's gonna happen out there? Is there something about you that makes you more capable of surviving out here besides me with this setup, the camp? Of course, I'd die if I stepped out of this bubble, went around and started poking around, but I'm a competent alchemist. I've set this up. I have strong defenders here. We have a freaking golem. I get the concern, but a certain level of this.
I know it is illogical, Ellie. I'm just scared.
She kind of stops, and she just kind of moves over and she sort of just gives you a hug. Okay, I know. I've never been in a dangerous situation quite like this, and I know you've never had anyone in a dangerous situation with you before. It's cool. Don't try to think about it with logic, okay? Just admit that you're kind of, scared. It's okay to be scared. Even if you're some high and mighty, cool, strong paladin that can cut a beast in half, there's plenty of things to be scared about.
I'm more poked than been cut him, but it's fine. Laz gives her a little pat on the head.
Yeah. She
I've
kind of
read some stuff.
pulls on back. I want to see it.
Laz tries to get away from the embarrassing topic as he blushes a little bit.
All right, well, show me.
Do you want to start with the least or most interesting?
Most interesting. You've already said it. I need to know. What is it?
Laz pulls out the branch and the eyeball he collected from the tree.
Kind of looks. She snags that quickly and brings it over here and lays it down and just kind of pulls out some trinkets immediately.
Yeah, Laz chuckles. Gremlin.
She looks at. Let me have her do a roll here. Almost a 20. Still 13. This is Where did you find this?
We pilfered it from the corpse of a life-eating tree. It was mind-controlling a bunch of thralls, and after we killed it, the region seemed to calm down a little bit. It was before thriving with undeath, and not the necromantic kind, something more vile.
She sort of, I wouldn't say it's completely devoid of undead energy. She kind of looks at it. It's construction. It reminds me of, this isn't something I've seen too often, but it reminds me of what few samples I've been able to find and were provided to me about stuff from the... She kind of thinks about that. No, the Veritas Legion, they've been out of here for a while, haven't they? She sort of immediately pulls out a branch, pulls out another shelf and starts grabbing. I need to look at this more. What else? What else? Before I'm going to be focusing on this. You've got me for 5 minutes before I get hyper focused in on this. So tell me what's up. What's up? What else?
We've stumbled upon a patch of Fey-infested forest.
Doesn't surprise me too much. That is okay. That's a little something.
He puts down the blade of grass and the leaf.
She looks at that. She looks at, yeah, it's Faye. I can't really tell you much else. She puts it down on the cabinet away, focusing a bit on that again. It doesn't surprise me too much. Just everything's weird. I wouldn't be too surprised if you slipped into the Faye somehow. What's next?
We've met a fairy cat thing, and
Oh, a cot? A cot beyond?
yeah, I really wanted to tell stories.
Oh, they're great at stories. Yeah, it didn't try to kill you, did it?
A little bit, but then we
Oh,
talked.
well, okay, good. If it
And,
likes you, all's good. I'd be careful if it doesn't, though.
It triggered a memory.
Oh, she stops. A memory?
It was very fast and very chaotic. Angra, the player, doesn't really remember what your description was because Discord was a little bit fucky-wucky at the time.
Mm-hmm.
But Laz tells her what he saw in
Gotcha.
that memory, and he makes a point to mention, and the name Baba Yaga came up.
She considers that, and she's just... It seems her attention kind of got dragged back a little at that fact, sort of competing with two interesting factors at once, as she sort of... Oh, that's... I mean, that's not a name I haven't heard. It's very interesting. I mean, I'm remembering something before you were a Chimera, even if it's just blindly wandering, is pretty impressive. And then snapping awake. What? Did you think she put you under thrall? And she kind of thinks, but
I have no idea
also-
how magic works, I'll be completely honest.
she kind of scratches. Yeah, but also from the story, she's dead apparently.
Yes.
But that doesn't sound right.
Turned to dust, for she had no more hatred in her heart.
She kind of thinks about that a little bit more. I don't know too much about that, but I'll see if I recall anything, I'll let you know. That's definitely concerning. It would surprise me if something as influential as Baba Yaga were to disappear like that. And nothing would happen.
Nods. And the last thing, this may be best discussed with the entire group, but we have conquered that fort we mentioned. It was taken over by rats, and it seems like a perfect campsite. It seems to have strong enough walls to bar off any 6 storms.
That's great. Just tiny little rats?
No, man-eating rats.
Yeah, well...
Do you want to see the head of one? I think I have it in here somewhere.
No, I'm fine. She kind of stops as she sort of looks back. So you're suggesting we...
I need to stop bringing you dead things.
Yeah, stop that, please. It's I get the impulse, but she kind of stops as she just... No, but you want us to pack up?
It can be done a bit later. I'll leave you to your studies now.
Right, yeah. She turns over and gets studying. And Barrett, it's about 10 minutes, a rough time has passed. When around Laz gets out, you've poked at it, and you're like, yep, definitely magic.
Oh.
You can tell. This is a great store, and due to the nature of it, it's got some gross, disgusting frozen magic on it.
Ice magic. Fit for cold killers. Alright, well, that's fucking gross. He just drops it on the ground and walks away. I think very quickly Barrett's just gonna check on Tawny super fast.
Yeah. She sort of kind of comes out. Welcome back.
Thanks.
Seems
I was just gonna ask how'd all this go?
Oh, well. I don't know if has anyone given you a report yet?
I mean, Baird told me about our new guest, but
yeah.
besides that, no.
She kind of she mumbles, I told you about the new guest. She kind of looks over at Baird in the corner there, and she kind of
Right.
Anyways.
No, to be fair, let me rephrase that. You told me about the new guest. Baird introduced me.
She kind of nods her head. She's getting tired of that guy. She sort of, but all the same, be professional. She kind of looks over. We were ambushed by strange group. I think they're boggarts. And beyond that, we had that encounter with him, and otherwise it's been generally quiet.
Oh, did you kill any?
Yes.
Fuck.
Was that... She kind of stops. Oh, judging. So what happened?
So, Barrett will like kind of like just total.
Where's Brave? Sorry, where's Brave?
Who?
We just lost him along the way.
The frog?
Oh, the frog! I forgot! Oh, I keep forgetting to put the frog down! Ah!
He's sneaky.
Okay.
He arrives late.
He arrives late. Oh, gosh. I'm gonna... At this point... he was gone for the combat and all that stuff. I'm gonna have to say that Brave ended up running off at some point before you got to town
we
because
were
there was something
near
pressing.
Bogart's Burrow, and he
Yeah.
went to the Queen.
Yeah.
Report
There was something that kind of pulled him away as he sort of left. Damn it! It would have been great if he was here. Okay, later. He'll be back.
Yeah.
The return of Brave.
Barrett actually like looks around for a bit.
Oh, fuck, he was here. We met this little, like, I guess, paladin boggart named Brave. Weirdly useful, to be honest.
Until he disappeared.
Until he bailed on us, so, you know. His name's Brave, not Honor, so we're gonna have to... We made friends with the boggarts, and they're pretty good allies, so hopefully they don't recognize the stink if we visit.
She kind of thinks, well, that's a little concerning, but I guess. All right. It's good to know. Well, yeah, that's basically everything here. I've been busy at work. I ran out of resources to be able to craft more, but I did make a few exploding glyphs and a glyph of a beacon, which would be very useful. And also, she kind of has one for revivification if it becomes of use. So if next time you go on expedition, I'd hope you take them. She just kind of hands over like a few like wrapped, they're like once folded papers with little seals on them. You pull it open, it'll activate.
Ah, good to know.
Barrett like as if it's like a dirty diaper. He's like just pinching it. It's like, oh, thanks. I'll pass the buck to somebody else. Yeah, this will be useful though. Nice work, kid.
She just kind of nods, and then yeah, she's sounds like you were busy, but all things considered, I'm happy everything, well, no one else has died. She kind of looks back and forth, and that's very useful. She points over at the golem in the corner, which is currently sitting in offline.
Good. Well, I figure while we're here before we head out, I'll do some more maintenance on him. Make sure he's in tip-top shape.
You're not sure how much you could do. You can fix up. Currently, he's a little wounded from a fight that happened, but a little like bang. You get him back up to full. You'll really be able to get to work once you bring him to the forge at the keep.
Yeah, Barrett's going to be focusing more on making sure like his legs are fully operational so that he can get there. Yeah, so.
Okay. So, with that in mind, is there anything else anyone wants to do?
No, I'm good.
Yeah, I think that's pretty good. All right, in which case, we're just about leaving off there on that note. However, there is one more thing I wanted to do, which allow me to set that up really fast.
Thank
I loved for a moment there. I thought I saw Cortina dip inside the grave to talk to him in the grave for a bit. Yeah. If you get closer to him, then the other man will just go away. Probably, right? He didn't.
She was trying to ignore the other man.
Yeah.
He is not interesting.
He is not interesting. He is very set on what he wants.
If we get to convert the Skeeper, we can get an inside agent or something like that.
An inside agent who's got information that is, years old.
Yeah.
Hey, years old information is still better than no information.
My plan is still he leads the way so that he can get got by something, and yeah, sure, whatever. But then like we've got a great sword that can go to someone. Not me. I ain't touching that.
Polar Master.
This is actually perfect, honestly. I just realized, remember.
If we can dismount, like if he happens to die, which I will try to prevent,
I'll be completely clear here. If he happens to die and the sword happens to fall on the floor, maybe we can disassemble it and put it on a stick so I can use it.
Well, taking a great sword and turning it into a halberd is a hell of a move.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be a halberd. It just needs to be on a stick.
Like a big slappy popsicle stick.
It's his
Oh.
dad's sword.
It is. I don't want this guy to die. I'm gonna try to save him.
Oh God.
But who knows? The sword may be the reason why we managed to save the king.
Yeah, I'm so excited for you guys to drag along this dead weight. Oh boy.
Oh, I ain't dragging him. He falls behind. I'm gonna keep walking.
Yeah. Oh, true. Yeah. Sending ahead, pushing forward this dead weight.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, at another patch of the woods, we have a little wanderer moving around.
It's us.
It's us.
Oh, you guys? No,
Right.
get out of there. Get out of there.
Oh,
Here we go.
there he is.
Little Brave wanders in the woods, a knight of the woods, traveling
If you do
forward.
anything to Brave, I will break your legs, Christian.
He seems to move up with purpose, keeping a little bit of a distance from this scattered tree that's collapsed and almost seemed to regrow with growths about, branches that act as like vines and twigs that like kind of thorny. He kind of steps up and moves, and then he moves in with the exaggerated motion of a knight. He moves forward, gets down on a knee, produces a hand far out to the side, one to his chest, and he bows down like how a knight would bow to a princess that he is suitor for, or a queen that he serves. And on that flower, sort of floating there, a haze starts to kind of come in around the area as he sort of holds up a necklace that he sort of produces out from his metal suit. He seems excited, ready to meet again, as someone ends up, well, as I said, that fog starts shifting in, starting to fill up, and almost emerging out from the fog, a form seems to shape, projected on this place with a singular gaze down. The form ever so ethereal in this place, she looks down. Ah, my brave Sir Knight, would you please tell me what you have seen as of late? And with that, we end off for the evening.
Motherfucking Ronnie?
She's
Next
hot.
time on Ebon Ward, we're
South.
gonna south. No, Ebon, I'm coming in. We'll
No,
be
this is it.
Oh shit! Evan Ward takeover.
South Edward. Everyone's done. This is South, everyone.
Yeah.
My God.
Oh
boy.
All right, gang. That was a lot of fun, and we'll see you all next time.
Yeah. Say goodbye to chat. Toodles.
Goodbye, chat.